Alright, I mean, that was a good. Alright, I mean, that was a good convo that I ran into. That y'all was talking about the gamer shit. Roman said he didn't Roman said he disagreed before he left, but we could talk about it a little bit if y'all want. But first, I know um we gotta talk about this Tory Lanez situation. His title.
Oh fuck,
That's
bro.
tough. That's tough.
We
That's
really have to
tough.
talk about his Tory Lanez situation.
This might be like arrogant of me, but I just still
I'm
don't even
back,
know if he like did it or not. Like I
Uh,
feel like there hasn't been any like crazy hardcore proof, has there?
No. Okay. So Tory, not that I've seen. Basically, Tory Lanez have been charged today of what was it, 22 years?
22 years?
Yeah, he got charged 22 years of jail time.
What the fuck, bro?
I think the charges
He was charged with some different accounts of assault, which, if he was guilty of all of those things, would amount to 22 years.
Now.
That's-
Okay.
He also was charged of like possession of like, I think of a gun that wasn't like written off or some shit. I'm pretty sure like
wasn't legal, like he didn't have a license.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he might just get in trouble just for that. But I've seen a bunch of people that got away with gun charges in that situation. So like, favorite battle rapper got away with gun charges. So like, I don't think.
I mean, he does have a lot of money. He could just hire a really good lawyer and be fine.
Yeah, but like, he ain't gonna get fined if he actually like shot. Like, no, like you're going to jail for that if he did. But
yeah,
like,
100%.
But it's just weird to me, bro. Like, he gets charged randomly. I don't want to say randomly, but like,
it's been 2 months.
It was kind of out of the blue.
It was out of the blue.
Like Megan showed up and she was like, "Yeah, he shot me in the foot," and then it was pretty much dead for like a week. And then he came out with the fucking album that said basically the exact opposite. He's like, "No, they're charged. They're like trying to frame me." And then it was kind of like dead for another week, and then now it's like, oh, he's like been like charged of shit.
My thing, bro, is like, if I'm a big personality and I shoot somebody and it's all over the internet that I shot somebody, the cops are not waiting 2 months to charge me.
Yeah.
They're gonna arrest me, and then while I'm arrested, they're gonna build the case for it. They're not gonna wait that long. So that's why it's weird to me. Like, why would they have waited 2 months to say, okay, yeah, we're bringing you in on
Well, everyone says it takes a while to get evidence and shit like that, but like,
it does, but like, I don't know, man.
I mean,
I don't really know how the justice system works. All I know is that I personally think it's kind of fucked, anyways.
I mean, the justice system's fucked no matter like how you turn it or spin it. Like, the justice system is never for you to win. It's not for you to win.
Yeah, if you're in it, the odds are against you.
The first time I got arrested was for an assault charge, bro, and I got arrested immediately. The dude called the cops. He said, "Hey, I was assaulted by this guy, Evan Clark." They pulled up to my crib, put handcuffs on me. They didn't have any evidence of it. All they had was him saying, "Yeah, he assaulted me." They built the case while I was arrested, while I was sitting in prison.
No, you're definitely right, because I have another thing like that too.
But like,
right, it's not like they say, "Well, let's get the evidence together first." No, if someone accuses someone, you're gonna get arrested for it, and then they're gonna figure it out afterwards.
Well, can't you get out? I'm not like 100% sure. Like, I don't know how like the process works, but can't you get out with like bail in that situation?
Yeah, no, you can. But like, in order to even be bailed out, you need to get arrested first.
Tory didn't get arrested, did he?
Nah, that would have been public. Like, if he would have got arrested and then gotten bailed out immediately, it would have been all over the place. He was never actually arrested, ever.
So he was arrested. She made the claim. He said nothing about it. A week later, he made the album, and now he's randomly charged. Like, that's what I'm saying. The sequence of events is weird as shit.
I thought he did get arrested. That's how they found out he was 5'2". He can't be on 7+. I swear, you can never be on 7+.
I always knew that Tory Lanez was a super short guy. I guess the internet didn't know, but when that shit happened, they were flaming the fuck out of him for his height.
He's 5'2" for real?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like a legit midget.
My girlfriend's actually taller than him.
But didn't he get arrested for them to find that information out?
Let me just double check. I didn't think he did, bro.
I think he did either, but I really haven't looked much into it, so I could just be arrogant.
Yeah, I haven't really looked much into it. The only problem I got with the Tory Lanez situation is like when when like people go on like IG Live and cry, or even with Twitter in any situation, if someone says, "Hey, this
Crying
person
their
did,"
fan base.
yeah, if someone says this person did something, everybody in the whole world believes that this
He
person,
definitely did it. He did it.
like
Right.
everyone in the whole world believes, oh, this person must have done it. Like I don't know,
There's
I don't know
two.
why.
I don't know. Honestly, bro, for everyone in the chat, anyone who sees this fucking no, this is not gonna be a VOD because we're not.
No, I'm recording. No, this is going on YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay. For anyone who sees this shit, always know this, and this is something that I've always known, which keeps me from which allows me to be friends with like have a friend, and this friend not like someone else, and then that someone else that my friend doesn't like me still be cool with, because there's three sides to every fucking story.
Yes, sir.
There's one side, another side, and there's the fucking truth of what actually happened, bro. There's three sides to every story. Don't just fucking hop on a bandwagon of one side without knowing shit, which is what I know probably 90% of you fuckers listening do. You
Right.
hear something, you're like, oh yeah, that definitely happened. That makes sense, but you never like look to do any other further and get investigating. You just fucking cancel people. You just say this person's an asshole or this person's a fucking whatever. This person is a criminal, bro. You don't know what actually happened. You weren't there with Tory Lanez and Megan. You don't know what happened. Only
Right.
those two know what happened. And from what Megan said, she doesn't even know what happened because she said she doesn't know who the fuck shot her.
Well, she said
Right.
that he was drunk and she was drunk. He was drunk.
Yeah.
Another...
So in this situation, not even the two like culprits know what the fuck happened. So I know you motherfuckers don't know what happened either. So just sit there and wait for more information.
There was a third girl there.
Yeah.
Megan was jealous of the other girl, and then like someone accused. I saw on Twitter today. Someone accused Megan of being. They're like, oh, like Megan doesn't even. Like Megan doesn't even know what she's talking about. She was probably jealous of Kylie, and then I'm like, okay, that's just a retarded take to begin with. And so when people, but that shit got so many likes. People started leading onto this, and you're like, why the fuck would Megan be jealous of Kylie? I'm like, what are y'all arguing right now, bro? There's a man that's probably going to jail right now that's getting charged with 22 years of jail. You guys are talking about bitches being jealous? Who cares?
Right. Well, there's my issue with Twitter culture, bro. And it's way bigger than this Tory Lanez and Meg situation. It goes into so many things. Is you'll have somebody who accuses people of something and everybody just jumps on it. And this is going to sound insensitive to certain situations, but I'm going to give an example. If a chick pulls up on Twitter and talks about how like so-and-so raped her or he abused her or he beats his kids, whatever, and you see the comments are flooded, right? The comments are flooded talking about this guy needs to die, fuck him, whatever. Me personally, I can't have an opinion on that guy because I have no proof of the situation. I get like you're saying what you're saying, and it may be your truth, and it may be true, but I can't have an opinion on something that you're not showing me proof of. So if you see a guy beat the shit out of you, how am I supposed to know that that's facts? And the issue is Twitter doesn't look for facts, bro. Instead, they just see, oh, this guy did something bad. Get him the fuck out of here. They don't care about actually knowing anything, bro.
Right.
And that's why I think cancel culture is such bullshit. It's so stupid. People don't care about facts. They just go straight off of emotions.
Well, that's all of fucking social media now. Is just it's just filled with straight cancel culture.
Yeah, 100%.
Like one person says this, like someone says this. Oh, it must be true. It must be true. And the other person's just getting like just fucking attacked super hard. They have no chance to even say what their side is, or if they say what their side is, and there's like people just don't accept their side for what it is because the other person made their statement sooner than them. It's fucking it's dumb as shit.
Yeah,
like what if Tory Lanez came out with like something right now and said, "Oh, you know, I didn't do it. This is exactly what happened," and it had a fucking play-by-play. People would still say he did just because Megan said something first.
Right. Well, that's what I was going to ask you guys is, so at the end of the day, there's two potential outcomes that can come from this. And it's that Tory Lanez is either guilty or he's innocent. And through this court case, we're going to find that out.
Exactly.
Now, I don't have an opinion on it until that comes out, until there's proof of anything. I'm not canceling Tory. I'm not canceling Megan. Even when I do find this shit out, I'm not canceling either of them. I don't give a fuck about no cancel culture. But if it comes out that Tory Lanez is innocent, well, then that means that Meg was lying. And that means that she put that man's career on the line. and she put his life. She put his freedom on the line because he could have potentially been sitting in a jail cell for decades over this shit, over a bullshit lie. So what do we do with Meg Thee Stallion at that point? Because if people are keeping the same energy, then she should be getting the fuck out of here, right?
She's about to get her ass canceled.
Right.
I swear to God,
fuck a bullet wound, bro. She's gone. Like,
yeah,
right.
Like, I wouldn't. And shit like that, it would be so disgusting. Like, I don't even know. And then she'd be like, "Oh, I was drunk. I didn't. So why the fuck did you go out and accuse him?"
Yeah.
I
was drunk. I didn't know exactly what happened. I told you guys that shit.
What I thought I saw, like, no, fuck that. Like, and she probably
I don't want to hear none of that.
And if she does not know, if she does not know for sure that Tory actually did it, she must be scared as shit right now.
Yeah, 100%. Because if she gets proven wrong, she knows exactly what's about to happen.
I would be scared.
She's done.
And, you know, she's done from the majority group. You know, there's gonna be some weird ass fan like when the Doja Cat situation. There's weird ass fans. Oh, when are you gonna post the new music? Music? I don't want to see you no more. I want to see you.
Right, like you really risked a man's life over some dumb shit. Like, I don't ever want to hear from you again. You are a clown to me.
Yeah.
And that's if Tory Lanez is innocent, right?
Yeah.
Now,
I mean, for all we know, he could have shot her. Like that's definitely a possibility. I don't know what the fuck happened.
Well, that's what I was going to ask
there,
next.
Bro.
So let's say he is guilty. Okay. Let's say he did shoot her in the foot. What do we do with Tory Lanez in that situation? Because it seems like the internet's already got their mind made up, and they're like, "Yeah, get this guy the fuck out of here. He's canceled. Whatever." Now, me personally, I then look at it like, well, then why do we glorify people like YNW Melly or TK, where these guys murdered somebody?
Murderers, bro.
They didn't shoot somebody in the foot. These dudes are murderers. That is on file. That is proven. And we sit there and say free TK, and we have Melly songs on our playlist and free Bobby Shmurda, and it's like, how can in one breath you say that, but then it's not fuck Tory Lanez because he shot her in the foot? And the only thing, go ahead.
No, I feel like it's the same bullshit of that like long ass conversation that we had before this podcast was even like came to light. It was like me, you, Dethroner, and Tay were in call. We're like, obviously we're not going to reveal too much shit, but like people basically not knowing, like are like people basically glorifying like guns and violence, of like thinking it's cool to do this shit. Oh, this guy was a legend. Oh, Tiki was a legend. He killed a girl because she wouldn't have sex with him, and like shit like that. Oh, YNW Melly's a legend. Like whatever. Like all this shit. He really killed his best friend and made a video out of it and made millions off of that. Like people genuinely think that shit's cool because they don't understand. Like how do you think his like the fucking how do you think the family of YNW Melly's like best friend that was literally murdered feels that this guy is basically like super fucking popular and people are listening to his songs and this shit has hundreds of millions of views of basically a play-by-play like theatrical version of the fact that their son was murdered. Like that shit is beyond fucked and people don't understand that because they've never had to deal with shit like that and they think it's fucking cool and it's sweet and it's like sick to do. And that shit is not cool, bro. That shit is fucked.
Right. I mean, go ahead.
I was gonna say if Tory like if this comes out and Tory shot her foot, I mean, I would just put him in the same box. I mean, I don't say free any of those guys. I really don't. Cause like it's the same shit when motherfuckers be like on Twitter, yo, free my boy. Oh, what he do? Oh, he about murdered about 10 people. Something light.
My boy.
Something light. And I'm like, bro, like no, like no, bro, like you get put in that other box where like you try to take someone's life away, and once you take someone's life away, you take shit from other people as well. Like I can't respect. No, I just can't respect that. Like, again, this is the same situation that we have this conversation all the time. Will this change how I feel about their music? No.
Right.
But them as people, they can fuck off. I don't give a fuck about them. Honestly, like, I don't even know if I would be down to hear, like, their new music. I feel like it's hard for me to take my feelings away from their old music, but their new music, I don't know if... That's a great question. Am I still gonna listen to, like, TK and Tory and all this shit? Like,
I feel like I probably wouldn't, even though like I'm not part of cancel culture, and I feel like it might come off that way if you find out like someone's basically a piece of shit, and like any service they provide, like they could be like providing completely like good services or like whatever shit that you'd like, but you just refuse to listen to it because of what they did. I think that's kind of like I don't know how I feel about that, and it's also like a touchy subject. But but like personally, the way I see it is if I can like someone like there's two kinds of likes. You like someone for what their personality is and who they are as a person, like if you would want to be friends with them or not, and you like like a person for like what services they provide or what like talents they have.
True.
Because like
Right.
Tory Lanez he's a very talented like musical artist. Do I like Tory Lanez as a person? I don't know that nigga.
We don't care.
I know nothing about Tory
Yeah.
Lanez. I just know his music is good and a lot of his songs I like and I enjoy listening to. Like those are
Right.
two different things, and I feel like a lot of people will like see these celebrities and they'll try to like think they're friends. Like nigga, you don't know Tory, you don't know Megan, you don't know any of these people, bro. Like these people are basically strangers to you. You're just a fan of what they do and what they provide for the community.
So you think the
Right.
motherfuckers that like have like stan accounts are weirdos?
100%. Without a
Like that
doubt.
shit is weird. Like think about it. Imagine if you went up to Tory Lanez and like they read him like a comment about some guy or like about some girl that's like fucking Megan Thee Stallion fan. He'd be like, "Who the fuck is this? I don't know this person." Like you like these people don't understand that like nigga, you don't know these celebrities like that. These people are literally strangers to you.
Yeah,
They're
stan
like their
accounts are
faces are
goofy.
just all over like the public eye. That's why you know them. And like I feel like people will try and like somehow make connections or feel some type of way about certain people when like like it's kind of weird that like the whole I don't know, bro. This goes in like a whole ass different thing of like 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 my brain just like went off in like face cams and shit. And how people like to see people's faces because it makes you feel like you connect to them despite you have no idea who the fuck this person is or what kind of actual person they are. Like what I was going on, like that shit's like a spider web where it goes in like a million different topics, which I don't really feel like talking about. But I just basically like bottom line is I think it's kind of weird how someone will like want to feel a certain kind of emotional or personal connection to someone, like someone else that they've never met before, or like they have no idea how they really are.
Well, I'll say this. Um, if there's anybody ever that I can say like that I've felt some type of like connection, I guess you could call it a connection. I don't know. Connection to like a celebrity that I've never met in my life that I don't know, it would be Nipsey Hussle. And the reason for that is because I resonate so much with what he stood for and the type of man that he was. And looking at the way that he walked throughout the world and the music that he put out, like that shit was really powerful to me. Now, I'm not about to act like I'm Nipsey Hussle's fucking homeboy, bro. And like when that man died, like it was sad, but I'm not about to cry like that was my brother, bro. Like it's I get if you have some type of emotional connection to someone because they helped you through a hard time or you know they help your mindset, they may even help you grow as a person, but it's like you don't fucking know those people, bro. Why are you making stan accounts about people that you don't know, acting like you know this person's fucking life? You only know what's out in the public. You only know what they're willing to show you. That's it.
Yeah, I literally just like thought of something as well when you were saying that. Is like people like you only know the character that they're being. Like you know Tory Lanez, you know Megan Thee Stallion. I did ask just looked up Tory Lanez's real name. You know Tory Lanez. You don't know Daystar Peterson. You know
Right,
Tory Lanez. You don't know Daystar
right,
Peterson. You don't
right.
know who the fuck Daystar Peterson is. The only person you know is Tory Lanez.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't
But
know who the fuck Daystar is. You know who Tory Lanez is. Those two people are completely different.
I think it's fine. I think stan accounts are really weird. I think when you're glorifying someone's life or like over years, I think that's like extremely weird. I don't have a problem where people have like a strong and you said it, like have a strong emotion towards someone, as in
Yeah.
like this person helped me get through this, or this person motivated me to do this. This person motivated to do that. Because that's all what social like. That's all what like when you get super big, you want to motivate people under you.
Right.
So like so they can grow and like the world can be a better place. I feel like that's the best thing to do when to be super big. All you want to do is drop your own content and like motivate others to get to where you were. It gets to you
Yeah.
were. But you know, like I don't have a problem with that. But once you like start valuing people's like lives over. It seems like people are stan accounts are valuing like your life over theirs, and that's just weird. Like,
Yeah, I agree with that.
That's just weird. Like that can be like taken into a whole nother thing, valuing other people's shit over yours. But
I low key feel the same way. Okay, this is gonna be really controversial because I know how niggas think about pets, but I feel the same exact way about how like basically I guess American culture, especially with dogs, how if you see like a starving dog, it's like the most sad thing on the fucking planet. And you know how many niggas are actually starving and fucking dying, and no one gives a shit about them, or no one like stops to give them some money to help them out. But like they'll spend thousands of dollars for their dog who fucking broke their leg to have like some sick surgery from like some special doctor in like a certain field. Like that's just the
Right.
same way, bro. Like people, like people literally value their own dog's life over a lot of humans' lives, and like indirectly, they don't think about it and they might not know, but like that's exactly what's happening. Like I see that shit all the time. That shit is kind of that shit's fucking gross to me, bro. I love my cats. I have 3 cats. I fucking love my cats, bro. But like I don't value their lives over like a fucking human's life, no matter how much I love them or how much I like them.
I think
Like that shit is weird, bro.
I think I can understand that only a little. Only because like when you think of like dogs or animals, like when they come out, when dogs or cats are born, like they're not humans. Like they're
Oh, yeah,
smart.
no,
They're smart as
100%.
shit. They're smart as shit. But they're not smarter than us. Like dogs or cat. Like if a dog is born today and that shit is born under a fucking sewer. Like that dog is like that dog to get that dog from. There's no growing up in the world is for that dog to be a successful dog. Like that shit doesn't happen. Most
That
humans,
nigga has a full suit on with a little hat, bro.
yeah. Like this ain't like an animal movie. Like dogs don't
Yeah,
become more successful.
this isn't fucking like some I don't even know.
But
Man.
when
Whatever, keep
people,
going, though.
but when most people are born, like most, some people are in like very fucked up situations. But when most people are born, like you are from like the day you are born to like later. I'm not gonna say it's on you because like a lot of shit around you affects you, but like
Right.
it's on you to make it. Like it's on you to make it and make yourself more successful. Like a dog can't really do that. A dog can't really do that. So when you see like a fucking dog with a broken leg outside the fucking sewer, like I can see why some people would feel more sad for that dog than seeing a homeless man that probably did that to himself. Now, obviously, not all the time the homeless man did that to himself, and you don't know their backline. But I can see why more people are like more animal self care, like dogs, cats, stuff like that, than like worrying about like a regular human's life that did it because he probably did it to himself. Like he could have. There was times in his life where he could have made himself successful, and he took the wrong route.
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
and like I definitely. Wait, you go, Roman.
To me, it's about what's more important to society and what's going to benefit society more. And the fact is, humans are at the top of the food chain, bro. That's just how it is. We run the fucking planet. And if my apartment building burns down today and I run out and I have to go back in and I can only save one and my dog's in there and my neighbor's in there, I'm saving my neighbor. Because at the end of the day, if I lose my dog, I'm going to be sad as shit. But who's impacted by me losing my dog? It's just me.
Yeah.
My fucking grandmother's not going to be sad because I lost my dog. Like the dude that lives down the street isn't going to be sad because I lost my dog. But if that person dies, think of all the people that are impacted by that death. His family, his friends, his coworkers. It affects a lot of people's lives. And also on top of that, he benefits the planet more than that dog does. Whatever it is that he's trying to accomplish in life is going to be more beneficial than whatever the fuck it is my dog is trying to accomplish in life. That's why I don't understand the mindset behind like orgs like PETA and shit like that. And they put all this funding into protecting animals. It's like, why don't you take that money and put it into protecting humans? We have humans out here starving every single day, people dying every single day because they don't have a house, because they don't have food. And you would rather use that money to protect something that's not going to benefit the world in the same way. That shit is stupid to me.
I get that. All right, we went from We went from Tory Lanez to a dog.
Yeah, I don't even know how we got here.
I don't
bro.
remember how we got here, but
Oh,
let's
shit.
move to a different topic. Yo, Edge, I need to ask you this because I don't think you was here when we talked about it. And me and Roman, we talked about this like a week ago. I don't know if we went fully in depth, but we can definitely like go more. But like, I have a question for you. Do you think when people say they don't look at people when like let's say they fall in love with someone, they like someone, they're saying physical, they don't like see physical attractions, like they fall in love with their emotions and stuff like that. What's the best way to say it? Is it possible to say that looks don't matter? Basically, is what I'm getting at.
No, that's anyone that says that's an idiot.
But a lot of people say that. Like when I say a lot,
I guess a lot of
said
people
that,
are
bro.
idiots.
like when I say a lot, like a lot of people say, like a lot of girls say shit like that. Girls be like, "Yeah, I don't care how my guy looks. I just want him to be a good guy. Like, I just want him to like connect with me emotionally." And like guys say that too. Like, "Oh, I don't care how my girl looks." I don't think like that's a thing. To be
So they're
personal.
saying that they don't wait.
Find physical attractiveness, like they emotions.
Like when you fall in love with someone, like their physical attractiveness just drops off.
No, they're saying they never like they can go out with a 0. They can go out with a 1. So when they find like that for you
That's
personally,
insane.
you have a girl, but like let's say you were single. Let's say you was in the field.
Yeah.
I know the type of girl you like. Let's say some 300-pound girl comes into your DMs. You can probably, and you don't find her attractive at all. You can still go out with her. You could probably have a relationship with this girl because she's a cool person. You think that's possible?
I mean, I could be friends with her, but I wouldn't have a relationship with her.
Yeah, people are saying like that's not. I don't even understand that. My question to people like that, and one of my viewers, Circular Square, says that, and I asked them. I said, Circular, if that person comes to you, and Betty said the same thing. Betty Spaghetti said the same thing. I said, Betty Circular, if that person comes to you and says, "How do I look this morning?" What the fuck do you tell them? "Oh, you look great." So you're lying. So you're lying.
Yeah.
Because they don't look good to you.
For myself, like obviously everyone thinks the same. Like people value, I guess, physical attraction or like I don't know, like looks differently. But for me, like as a person, where I care about like my own appearance, and I obviously would care about my partners. Like if I don't find your physical appearance or your appearance attractive, that's the very first thing I look at. Like literally, because when I meet a girl, right, I like if I see her and I walk up to her, I'm approaching her because I think she's attractive.
Let's go.
I can't see her personality. I don't have fucking Shinigami eyes, bro. I can't see her personality. I have no idea what she's been through. I have no idea how old she is. I have no idea like any of this shit. I don't know what her last name is, her first name, nothing. I know nothing about her. I'm approaching her because I find her attractive, and like that's the first step. Step 1 down. Now I'll get to know her and see if I genuinely like her. Like I think the first wall of attractiveness has to be there for you to even be interested in talking to someone, because you're not going to walk up to someone who's ugly as shit and be like, "Yo, what's good?" That's just not something that happens unless you yourself are ugly as shit and that's all you can do. Like that's the best you can do. Like, that's just not a thing, bro.
Time out. I like that, and I agree with that fully. I do not like that's comes to like why would I be friends with a girl? But like my question to you, what if this big girl Sally that you knew since you was 4 years old and you just been cool with her your whole life? You're saying there's no way possible you can like have a relationship with her and
big
like
girl isn't like fat girl.
Okay, I only use big girl because I know that's like not your type of girl. Fat girl, yeah, sure. Any type of girl. She could be skinny as shit. She's ugly as shit.
Someone you don't find attractive
she's
at all.
ugly as shit to you. You don't think that's possible at all?
I think no, not really. Like no,
let's go.
I don't think so.
Let's go.
I think you have to be like attractive to me, like on some form, whether it's like I don't know, like obviously things can be compensated, right? Like this gets broken down. Like maybe you don't have to necessarily be like a 7 or an 8. Maybe you're like you're like a 6 or whatever, but like you also have like a fuck ton of confidence and you just have like a sexy attitude about you. That can also be like compensated or whatever. But obviously, if I don't know shit about you and I just see you, like you gotta be like a 7 or an 8 to me, bro. Because I'm not gonna approach a 5 or a 6. Definitely nothing below that.
You ain't fucking with 2s, Roman. You ain't fucking with 2s.
Fuck no. This is the edge. The thing, what you said is the exact same thing I said when we had this conversation. Everything starts with the physical. When
Yeah,
you
of
see
course.
someone, all you do is see someone. So when you are out, wherever it is, a club, a bar, at the fucking bank, if you find someone attractive, it's because you find them physically attractive. And that's what's
Right.
going to make you initially engage them. If you think
Yeah.
someone is ugly in appearance, you're not going to be like, oh, well, maybe they have a nice personality.
Exactly.
Let me
You
get
don't
to know
think
them.
about
You're
that.
not going to fucking do that. And this is actually something that guys need to get in there. Guys need to understand this, because when you see the chicks online who say, oh, no guys ever hit me up, and then the dude's like, what do you mean I always hit you up? Bro, you need to understand, she doesn't think you're attractive.
Yeah.
You're a dud
Exactly,
to her.
bro.
She doesn't care about your personality, if you're funny or anything like that. If you're not attractive, she's not going to give you the time of day. You just need to be willing to accept that, because we do the same thing with girls, bro. We're not about to let a chick that we don't find attractive slide into our DMs and give her the time of day.
Yeah.
Nobody does it.
Yeah, girls make it seem like what we're saying is so terrible. Y'all, but girl, I've heard some girls like I feel like girls feel disgusted when we say shit like this. It's facts. You might not even say it consciously, but this is how you feel. You're not gonna hit up if a guy hits you up that's ugly as shit or you don't find attractive. You're not gonna give him the time of day. And if you do give him the time of day, you're just doing it because you're bored. You just need attention.
Right.
Exactly.
Personally,
Now,
You're doing it because you're bored as fuck.
you're bored as
I
shit. Like,
swear.
Now, is it possible for a guy to get with a chick that the chick doesn't initially find him attractive? 100%. And Death, I told
Yeah,
you.
100%.
I
There's a lot of
told you.
stories like that. There's a lot
Yeah,
of shit like
I was telling Death and Betty about. I had a situation like that where I dated a chick for years that initially straight up told me that she would never date me in her life. Like on first meet, she said, "I would never get with you ever." So it is possible. But what you need to understand is that is extremely rare, and you can't
Yeah,
fault
it's really
someone
hard
for
to
having
do.
that mindset. Like you can't get mad at someone because they're like, "No, I don't want to talk to you because I don't find you attractive." Like that's just fucking human nature, bro.
Yeah, and also I feel like the people that say that shit are definitely fucking fooling themselves, because I know damn well these people like see these guy celebrities and think they're fucking hot, these girl celebrities or whatever, and think they're like hot as shit when you know absolutely nothing about them. Like you don't know how their personalities are, and you
Right.
definitely find them attractive. So how are you going to sit here and say, "Oh, looks don't matter, but Michael B. Jordan's hot, but Ariana Grande's hot, but
Right.
Demi Lovato's hot."
exactly.
Right.
You can't go
Fuck
50.
off, bro.
You can't go 50-50 with it. If you're gonna feel that way,
Yeah.
which I don't think is possible to feel that way, unless it's a girl. I feel like because girls, I said a guy like 100%. Like if you don't find a girl attractive, I don't see a way. I don't see a way possible. Girls, they could be more like emotionally attracted to someone and shit
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. Like
Girls can be attached like
but like,
emotionally.
but like, if it's a random guy, a girl usually is not gonna give that guy like a time of day. Usually. Now, if it's someone you knew for years, probably. But if it's some random guy, I don't see a reason why the girl would give you a time
Yeah,
of day.
bro.
I mean,
I've heard like kind of what Roman said with like his girlfriend, that he said that he was dating, and like she told him straight up that she'd never date him. I've heard so many stories about that. Like girls
Yeah.
like telling me, or like even bro, like even my sister, bro. My sister, like she has like told me multiple times like she was in a relationship with this dude, and she had swiped left on him on Tinder. For all the motherfuckers that don't have Tinders, aka she did not want to talk to him based on his physical appearance and how he looked. 2 times on this one guy, and she saw him so many times she felt bad. She swiped right, and they dated later because he was cool guy. Like that shit happens all the time. I feel like
Right.
girls are like they're susceptible,
So-
like feeling bad for someone. It's like, yeah, this nigga's kind of ugly, but like, fuck, you know what I mean? But like that's literally still there though. And I feel like honestly, the only way your mindset can change of you simply just thinking looks don't matter is from personal trauma or fucked up experiences. Because if you take any person, like when they first turn 16 or 17, they've never dated anyone before, and they'd be like, yo, would you date this person? No, she's ugly. Yeah, she's hot as fuck. Like a girl, yeah, he's cute.
Yep.
No, he's not really that cute. But like, yeah, maybe if you're like 25 and you went through all these like awful relationship trauma or whatever, and you're like, oh, looks don't really matter because men ain't shit. You think men ain't shit? You think men ain't shit because of what happened to you before?
Yeah, that was a perfect lead.
I guarantee no girl ever says men ain't shit when they're fucking 16, 17, 18 in high school just getting into relationships. It's always years after when they're like 22 plus. Yeah, men ain't shit. Men are trash. No. No, they're not.
I thought about this today, bro, when I saw a men ain't shit tweet, and I will never say women ain't shit because I'm just not gonna deal with women that I feel like are shit. You guys are just bad at
True.
picking. I swear to God, there's terrible men out there in the world. There's terrible women out there in the world. But why would I? Either you guys rush into relationships way too quick, or you just have a bad taste in people. Like I just don't get it. How can I say women ain't shit or someone ain't shit? Like, did you not know that going into the relationship? Okay, they showed that they started showing that side when I got in the relationship. Then just break up with them and don't blame it on the
just
whole
leave
fucking
it, bro.
men race. And then if it happens again, then it happens again. Bitch, that's your fault. Stop picking. Stop choosing. Stop choosing correctly. Maybe
honestly,
maybe you need a lower 2 or 3. Maybe you need a lower. Maybe you need to get a guy that's a 3 and treat you right, bro. And honestly, bro, I thought about. I don't want to cut you off, Ed, but I thought about, bro. It's about to sound bad, but honestly, bro, girls gotta go through hardships. I swear to God, I think a girl needs to get cheated on or so. So a girl needs to get cheated on so she can realize, men, maybe that guy ain't shit. But when I get this new guy that treats me right, didn't cheat on me, stuff like that, this guy is really the man. But men ain't shit. But men ain't shit. You got a boyfriend, you saying men ain't shit.
That, bro, because literally, even my girlfriend told me, obviously I know about her, her exes and shit like that, and both of her exes were basically pieces of shit, and from what she told me and how she felt about it, and she just felt like she was pressure in the relationship and all this shit, right? They just weren't. They basically just weren't good boyfriends. I mean, that's definitely on her about how she chose them or whatever, how long she stayed, and shit like that. And I understand that girls sometimes feel more pressure, or it's they're more susceptible to staying inside toxic relationships than guys. Because if there's a toxic relationship with a girl with a guy and it's the girl being toxic, the guy would just fucking leave more than often.
Yeah.
For some reason, girls are a lot more likely to just stay in for whatever fucking reason it is. But she told me after the relationships were over and all that shit, she genuinely did not want a relationship because she didn't want to deal with it. And then her and I being in a relationship just kind of happened. And then she's she always tells me all the time that she's super happy with our relationship, it's super healthy relationship, all this other shit. So it's that's literally a perfect example where the two guys that she dated before me, I guess weren't shit. I'm not even gonna say that because I don't know them, but for terms of the argument, they weren't shit. And then she finally met me on the third time's a charm type shit. And now she actually she fucks with me, obviously. So people are fucking different, bro. I don't understand how you can say that. If she had those two guys and she's oh, men aren't shit, and then she started dating me, that would be a completely fucking hypocritical. But at the same time, all the girls would be oh, men ain't shit, and they're begging for men to DM them or begging for a fucking hot guy to come in and save their life or salvage them for whatever fucking bullshit they're in. It's bro, what do you want? What do you actually want? You want a fucking savior, bro. You don't want a boyfriend. You literally want a savior.
Talk your shit, bro. They need Jesus. Fuck you talking about?
Every relationship should be a growing experience in your life. You should be able to look back on that relationship and say that you learned something or it helped you become a better person. I can say that for every relationship that I've been in my entire life. It's helped me become the person I am today. So when you are in a relationship, and I'm talking to females right now, when you're in a relationship with a guy, the relationship doesn't work out, and the result of that is you saying men ain't shit, that means that you learned nothing from that relationship. You wasted your time. You fucked up. There was something from that relationship that should have helped you grow as a person. Instead, your result from that relationship is men ain't shit. You're the trash one in that scenario. You got no personal growth. You wasted your entire time, whether that a year, 2 years, however long you were together. It was a waste of time. It did nothing for you, and that's your fault.
You talking crazy right now,
bro. I think I literally think the same thing because even all the relationships I've been in, where they were pretty fucking trash up until my girlfriend currently. I learned something. I never once regretted dating whoever, despite it being whatever, despite it being whatever it was. I never once regretted it because at the end of the day, you can learn whatever you want to learn, you can take out of it. It's literally how much you put into it or how much you want to get out is how much you get out of it.
basically.
If you want to get out nothing and you just want to think, oh, men are shit, this is how all men are, all men cheat, all men this, all men that, then like Roman just said, you legitimately learned nothing at all. You're
Right.
you're gonna see a guy, you're gonna kind of like him, and then have all these fucked up, conflicted feelings because you never tried to better your own fucking mentality, and you're probably gonna fuck up that relationship with that actual good guy, and then be sad all over again in a useless cycle of fucking depression. I swear to God.
I swear, time means everything, and people don't spend their time on the right things. Like, you can't, like, if you go out by every single day, and this is, I asked, Roman does a great job of this. For people that don't know, Roman asked me the other day, he said, Death, what have you learned today? And he was being so serious. I said, I was drooling at first. I said, I missed some shots. I learned I couldn't aim. He's like, nah, dead ass. Like, what did you learn today fully? And I'm like, nah, that's facts, bro. Time is everything, bro. Like, every single day you should be working to be better, to better yourself and improve yourself. Like, take care of yourself.
100%.
And like even in these relationships, when you guys say men ain't shit, like learn something. At least grow from it. Grow something.
Right.
Yeah, that guy you just dated wasn't shit, but what can you learn from him not being shit that can prevent you from dealing with other people that aren't shit? Like,
Right.
it's quite that simple. Just have that one thought process, and then boom, you're no longer a menace shit shit poster on Twitter,
'Cause
and
when
you
you
can also have a possibility for like a good, healthy relationship because you're not carrying any mental baggage that'll carry over.
Yes,
It's
sir.
not really that hard to better yourself, but a lot of people have a lot of like difficulty doing it.
So
That's
why
a
do you,
big part of my daily routine. Is I make sure that every single day I learn something new, even if it's something super minuscule. The fact that you're learning every single day means that you're growing as a person.
Yep.
What Def was talking about when I was asking him, what he learned that day. Even earlier, Edge, how we were talking about how I was watching that video about the simulation
Oh, yeah, the
theory, and I learned
simulation, like, theories and
about how
shit.
all that shit works. I make sure I do that every single day. And you can do that with your relationships as well. Not saying that you need to learn from your relationships every single day, but that can be a good tool for your learning experiences. Like, there's
Yep.
a lot of shit to fucking learn from being in a relationship. Use that shit to your advantage.
I feel like the second you have a good mindset and you've broken that barrier of just like accepting shit for what it is and thinking like all these stereotypes, I think that's the moment you actually find like a good, healthy relationship, whether it's friendship, romantic relationship, or like healthy relationship with family or friends or whatever, bro. Like, the key to relationships is meeting someone, or maybe like two people where you are obviously included. You have a good mindset of growth and whatever, and so does the other person. That's really all you need. If you're like, okay, in my sense, obviously, if you're attracted to the person, they have a good personality, and you both have a mindset of growth, like, that's fucking wife material, bro. Just marry that fucking woman, because she will consistently improve with you. She will push you forward at times where you're not improving as much as her. It will motivate you to become like to have the same improvement as her, and obviously the vice versa, where if she's not improving as much as you, like, she will be motivated by your growth, and you both will look up to each other. Like, imagine looking up to your girlfriend and being like, wow, that's my fucking girlfriend, or wow, that's my fucking boyfriend. Wouldn't you all like to be able to say that? Like, that shit sounds like it's a perfect fucking world scenario, bro.
Right.
and to piggyback on that, just a little disclaimer: if the girl's ugly as shit, then then don't wife her. Don't wife her because you don't find her attractive. Just keep her as a friend. Keep her as a friend. Keep her in the
Yeah,
back.
you can still learn from your friends,
Like,
bro.
you can still learn from my
No
friends.
problem.
Like, I don't wake up in the morning and say, damn, bro, like, I don't find these guys attractive. You guys are all handsome, but I don't find y'all attractive. But I learn from y'all. Y'all teach me shit. Good shit,
Nah,
bro.
I'm really
Right.
attractive.
It's a transaction. I appreciate what you guys do for me. I appreciate always someone to talk to. I appreciate y'all, bro. I appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir.
But
I feel like most of my really good friends have actually came off of like Discord and shit like that. Oddly
No.
enough.
No, it's real. Like, you can meet some real people, because like on Discord, on the internet, people are gonna be who they want to be, or people or who they want to be. So like, it's gonna be like Discord might be like, you might get the fakest shit or the realest shit. So
Yeah.
like, so if you meet someone off of Discord and you could tell they're real, could be the closest friendship you've ever had.
For sure. I've made some great relationships online, bro. I'm gonna be honest. Like, the people that I grew up with are. There was a few years ago, I basically had to make a full reset on my life because I realized that, like, I was going down a path that I didn't want to go down, and I needed to do a complete 180. And a big part of that was I had to cut everybody out of my life. everybody that I associated with for years, people that are my day ones that at one point I was willing to take a bullet for. I had to step away from those people because they were holding me back from going in the direction I wanted to. So like the people that I would call my brothers weren't really what was good for me. Now, when I stepped onto the internet and got to meet a bunch of different people from all around the world, there's a lot of people on here, bro. A lot of fucking people on the internet. You're gonna come across some fake people, but you're gonna come across some real ones as well. And a lot of those real ones are gonna tell you shit that you need to hear. So, I mean, yeah, bro.
Okay, I don't know, cut off. But nah, and yo, I have a quote, bro. Like, I don't know if y'all agree with this, but like, how do y'all feel about living y'all life like principles over feelings? I swear to God, we don't ever say shit like this, but like, I swear to God, I think like I mean, not even moving forward. This is how I lived my whole life.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hello, we can hear you. We can hear you.
My bad, my mic cut out.
I was like,
go ahead, what you're saying.
But nah, I think this is like how I've lived my life like all 2020, and I've literally enjoyed it. Or like even like late 2019 and shit like that. Like it's better to live your life principle over feeling. For example, let's say you gotta go work out or some shit. This is just an example. Let's say you gotta work out. You wake up and you're like, oh, I don't feel like working out. That's feeling. The feeling of you not wanting to get up. But the principles that you set every day in your life by is, yo, you gotta get up. Same shit when I wanted to be more social about 3 years ago. I was like, when I was out in public, I was like, damn, I don't want to talk to these people. I really don't like people. And still to this day, I hate people. But to be more social, I was like, I need to speak to this person. I need to talk to anyone random. And that's how I went. I feel like when you live your life principles over feeling, bro, like shit just gets better. Like your life gets better. Everything is treated better. Now, dad, you shouldn't ignore your feelings or neglect your feelings, because sometimes you might be sad as shit, and like you might need help. But you should definitely you should definitely like live your life through principles, and like definitely if you have set goals for yourself, so when you wake up in the morning, you know what to do. You know how to make your life better, or make your day better, or take care of yourself.
For sure.
Yeah, I feel like when you live your life principles over feelings, and you truly like ingrain that like mentality of I'm just gonna do this because this is what I told myself I'm gonna do, and it's like for the betterment of my future or like career or health or whatever it is. I feel like that's when you're truly happy, because like it's like something changes in your mind. Like, I've been through this before where like I was fucking overweight as shit, right, bro? I was like 40 pounds overweight. And I got like in really good shape. Obviously, it didn't feel good being overweight for me. Like I wasn't confident, wasn't all this shit, whatever. But it also didn't feel good to go through the process of working out, where I'm like working out every single day and not really seeing many results. And it took like years. But like I feel like when you finally I feel like the mentality gain I got from that was like probably like the biggest I've ever gotten from anything. I don't think school can teach me this shit. Like nothing could have helped for that, but I just got like this insane like internal confidence, not even like from how I looked or whatever the end result was, but the fact that I sit there and did that shit for like 2.5, 3 years straight, and like never at one point did I give up or like give into feelings or whatever. And then now like you just reap like so many benefits, bro, and you just feel so good about yourself. And I feel like it gives you so much confidence to like even make more shit like that happen. Like even now where I'm starting, like I told you guys recently about how I realized that like how much better like I mean this is like about esports shit, but how much better like the Koreans and Europeans work as opposed to like the Americans, like as far as like esports and like going pro. It's like something that I've been doing recently, where I'm just like consistently doing shit no matter if I like feel good or not. Like yeah, I might feel like shit today, my eyes might hurt a little bit because I didn't sleep enough, but I'm still gonna aim train, I'm still gonna do this, still gonna do that. And that's why I was like low-key on Roman's case this morning, where I was like, bro, how much Kovacs have you played? Like how much Rogue have you played today? I was like, about 2 hours. Not enough, bro, play some more.
No, you're gonna.
I feel like once you get into that routine, like that routine becomes enjoyable to you. Because yeah, it sucks at the beginning. Like the first 2 weeks of like sticking to a schedule that you're not really comfortable with, it sucks. But after that, you get used to it, and it's not that bad anymore. The same thing with working out. The same thing with anything. Let's say you're going to study for 2 weeks, or let's say you're going to code for 2 weeks to become a professional programmer. Yeah, it sucks doing all this shit for like the first 2-3 weeks you do it, but after that, like you got to get past that first like hump, which is where most people fail. Because like they'll go to the gym, they'll work out for 2 weeks, and they'll be like, nah, fuck this shit's trash. But like,
Reaping
if they
the
didn't even make it to the first month, 2 month, 3 months, they actually see the results they want to see.
Mm-hmm.
reaping the benefits of your hard work is like the best feeling. Like it will literally boost
For
your
sure.
confidence up in any level. I swear to God. Let's take gaming for example. Let's say you're a fucking bronze in Valorant and you hit silver, bro. I might tell you you're an ass, but no one can tell you you probably feel like the best you've ever felt. You're like, oh my God, you really didn't
Exactly.
destroy people in silver. Now you're gonna get your ass fucked, but it's the best feeling. Like I swear to God, once you do something, you have a goals, and when you finally reach these goals, it's the best feeling. It's literally the best
Yeah.
feeling.
For sure. Yeah,
Because you don't care about other
self-motivation.
people's opinions at that point because they're just not important. Like it doesn't matter what someone tells you because you know yourself what you're capable of. But most people just don't even know what they're capable of, so they're so concerned with how other people view them to give them the worth because they don't even know what their own fucking worth is.
Right. Self-motivation is one of the most underrated attributes a person can have, bro. Like for
100%.
those that don't really know me, I'm self-employed. I work for myself. So I only make money if I decide that I'm going to make money that day. So if I wake up late or I wake up and I'm feeling lazy, I got nothing productive done that day. But if I'm self-motivated, I'm going to make sure that no, I'm on a schedule where I'm up at this time, I'm doing this at this time. I'm making sure that I'm getting shit done. It's the people who are self-motivated that are going to progress in this life. And that's why the idea of getting a degree, I don't really congratulate it because you're kind of walk there the entire way. Like
Yeah.
you're forced to go to school, elementary school, middle school, and high school. Like you don't have a choice. It's the law. You have to go to school, right? Then once you get out of high school, your parents tell you, hey, we really want you to go to college, right? So they push you into college. Once you're in college, you're pushed by your peers, right? The other people in class, they keep you motivated because they're doing good. You want to do good, you want to get your degree, whatever. It's once you're out of school that's where the self-motivation starts. It's all right,
Yep.
what the fuck do I do at this point? So like it's cool to get a degree. Don't get me wrong. I'm not shaming getting a degree. I'm just saying like that's not the accomplishment. The accomplishment is what do you do after that? Because
Yeah, like-
everything that happens after that is based on your self-motivation.
Yeah, I think it's what you do with that degree, because like you said, you're pretty much pushed the whole entire way there. But it's like after all your friends are gone, after like your teachers aren't there to congratulate you, after there's no fucking end goal of like whatever valedictorian or highest GPA or whatever like
Right.
fucking degree or like piece of paper you got that certifies you, like what are you gonna do with that? Because there's so many people who sit there that they get master's degrees or bachelor's degrees, they don't even use their degree at all. Or they don't,
Mhm.
or they just don't even like get a job at all. Like getting a job at that point would be like a privilege where a lot of people just don't even use the degree. They're just like they just move back in with their parents with a fuck ton of debt and they just sit there and do whatever.
Right.
Like
My
they don't even
boy.
use what they worked so hard for. Like think about it. You worked 22 years to get this one thing and you're not even using it at all.
Look, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little scared about that. I'm not, bro. If anyone doesn't know, I'm in school. I got a year now. I got about a year left, bro. I swear to God, bro. And definitely, and like, cause like you have hobbies. You have hobbies. Like this shit I do right here is a hobby. Me being a social creator is a hobby. Me hopping on Twitch, streaming, me doing this podcast is a hobby. And if any of and I have goals from wanting this to blow. If this blows, I promise you on everything. If this blows to where I can sustain myself for years and sustain my family, I promise you, this 22 years I just wasted in school is probably for nothing. But like, but that's also why you should have different kind of hobbies and different kind of goals. Because like I like sports too. So even if this doesn't blow, I have backup plans. I'm in fucking school. I'll just go do sports management. Something I enjoy and love. I can talk about sports all day, every day. But
right.
Just have backup plans, have goals. Anyways, next topic.
I think like
go.
No,
you want to go?
You go.
All right, next topic, Roman. I want you to lead this.
What are we talking here?
Putting someone on a pedestal. For example, putting females on a pedestal. You got any thoughts about that? Any ideas?
You talking about simping, bro?
For the most part, yeah.
In simple terms, yeah.
In simple terms, simps.
I mean, I don't really have too much to say on the topic. I'm gonna be honest.
Well,
Personally, I just think it's clown shit. Like,
well, it's when people say like when people say for example, don't put girls on a or girls like, oh, you guys put me on this pedestal and stuff, or like when girls have like 500 likes or some shit or stuff like that, and then, like they get all this clouded. I feel like it's really, and then people like are under the comments be like, oh, this girl is on like has a bunch of likes. Well, like that's what we did. We did it.
Yeah, we were talking. I don't know if we talked about that on
picture.
I don't know if we talked about that on the podcast, but we had a conversation about that like a week ago, talking about like, you know, chicks who have big followings on social media and chicks with OnlyFans and stuff like that. Like, we're the reason that those chicks are in that position. So like,
Which isn't a
you
problem.
can't. Yeah, it's not a problem, but like, you can't have an issue with it if you're the reason for it. So like, if you're mad at a chick, you know, getting 10,000 likes on a Twitter picture because she posts her ass, but you're one of those people liking those pictures or engaging in it, because even if you don't like it, if you're engaging in it, that means that your followers now see it. So if you have an issue with it, then stop engaging with it. But you can't sit there and get mad at it if you're the reason for that thing happening. You feel me?
Yeah, I think simping and all that shit's a little weird, and then like it's like people are too worried about like others than they are about themselves. But I actually thought of before the podcast. I thought of a basic analogy. Just hear me out real quick. Let me get in my bag real quick. Let me ramble real quick. So,
All right, bro.
imagine this. Look at the situation like this. Imagine guys as a Halloween house. Halloween's coming up. When Halloween, not me, I don't do it, but most Americans, most people, when Halloween comes up, they dress up their house, they make their house look good and shit like that. And then imagine the girl as the trick or treaters, the motherfuckers that come to your door and shit. If you're the house, why the fuck are you the house going out to go chase the motherfuckers that trick or treat? The trick or treaters come to you. This is all the self-care shit. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself for a situation. Like, Drake isn't going out. Drake and other, even like, let's say XQC. XQC probably doesn't care about the situation because he's too busy focusing on himself and stuff like that. Like build your fucking house. Get the little pumpkin tree, build that shit up, and then have so where you're in a situation where one day you can attract people to come to you. I mean, obviously there's gonna be times where you're gonna have to reach out, because guys shouldn't be reaching out to the girl, to sliding their DMs or walking up on them. That's usually how it goes. But they won't look at you and be like, "Yo, you're just a plain regular house. Like, you got no attachment. Right. Your window's broken, shit like that. Get yourself fixed. You haven't brushed your teeth today, shit like that. Like brush your teeth, tie your shoes, Like, get your life situated before you worry about others. That's why I hate about simping and putting other people on a pedestal and like standing counts and shit like that. Why are you way too worried about like your shit when your window's broken? I swear to God, at the end of the day, bro, at the end of the day, my Halloween house gonna be them, you know, them ones that give you them big ass Twix bags, them rich,
the cake size bars,
the cake size bars and shit. Like, I'm gonna be that. I promise the guy would be that. I'm 6'8", I'm 7+. Like, I'm already big.
I really feel like with like simping and shit like that, it's like the guys simping are the ones that are like begging for the girl's attention of whatever, like the girl, like actress, model, whoever the fuck it is, or just like Twitch streamer, or just girl that just happens to be hot.
Yeah.
Right, who fucking knows, anyone. But I feel like the fact that you're simping, like, do you really think, like, you're begging for her attention and you want her to notice you, right? But like, while cementing yourself in that simp like position, do you really think she's ever gonna want a relationship with a simp? Like, just stop and think about that, bro. I'm talking to all the simps out there, bro. Like, if you're a simp and you're subscribed to a girl's OnlyFans, do you really think she'd want to date someone subscribed to her OnlyFans? Do you really think a Twitch streamer would want to date someone that's like a mod in their chat, just like constantly just like saying, "Oh, this video game, I hate this video game," over sexualizing women, all this shit, and being like, "Yeah, this guy's a complete asshole. He only gets for girls because of their looks." Do you really think she's ever gonna like want to get with you? Like, what are you hoping to gain? You want her attention, yet you're consistently making efforts to get her attention, but not in the way that you want it. So like, you're literally fucking yourself. You're actually fucking yourself.
We had a conversation about who's the prize to be won, right? Dethroner,
Oh, yeah.
we've talked about this a couple of times, and I'm about to hurt some feelings, and that's fine. But before I do that, I'm gonna give you guys an analogy because society believes that women are the prize to be won, and
Yeah.
the analogy is think of you go into the pet store, right? And you're looking to get yourself a new puppy, right? And you're standing over the cage, and all these puppies are, they're jumped up on the cage, and they're one to get at you, and you're gonna pick the one that you think is the cutest, right? You're gonna
Uh-huh.
look down, you're gonna say, "Oh, I really like this one," and that one's gonna feel amazing. It's gonna feel like it won the prize, right? And this is how we are with women. We really try to flex and impress. Hundreds and hundreds of guys do this, and they all funnel into one chick, trying to impress her super hard until one of them gets in there and he won the prize, right?
Even if it's not
However,
consciously, right?
right. However, I feel like when it comes to a relationship, I'm the prize to be won, bro. And that's how
Facts.
everybody should feel about themselves. They shouldn't feel like they have to go out there and hunt to try to find a mate. You should feel like, hey, I'm the king, I'm the queen, I'm the one that's here to be won. Impress me.
Yeah, I feel like kings and queens, like they attract each other, bro. You're not gonna have a
Right.
king that's gonna like marry a peasant. You're not gonna have a queen marry a peasant.
I look at all the things that I bring to a relationship that are positives, and I say, there's not too many females out there that I feel can bring those same things to the table. So if that's the case, why am I out here, searching constantly for someone to be with? Why am I on Tinder 8 hours a day, or why am I sitting in Twitch streams trying to find a chick, or why am I going out to the bars trying to find a chick to be with? No, they need a guy like me. I don't need them. And if they don't come to me, that's fine. I'm happy dolo, bro. Like I love myself.
Wait,
I
so
can be happy single. I don't need a woman in my life. But if that woman comes along that I feel is deserving of me, of course I'm gonna go after it.
I mean, at the end of the day, bro, how I agree with you because I agreed with you back then. I still agree with it. Like we are, like you should be to feel like you're the prize. But then again, bro, let's like most girls is not gonna like most unless like it's a normal thing. Maybe like a Drake or some shit. But like not everyone's gonna be Drake. Not like at the end of the day. Let's be real.
Right? That's true.
So like most girls is not sliding into your DMs.
For
Maybe,
sure.
so like my thing is, are you okay? I mean, I know you do. You're gonna say yes, but most generic people wouldn't be okay with just at the end of the day saying, "Oh, I'm not gonna have a girl." So like you still gotta shoot your shot at the end of the day. But I thought,
I'm not telling people to not shoot their shots. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is the first thing is you got to be willing to love yourself, because if you feel like you can't be happy unless you're in a relationship, then you don't love yourself, bro. Me personally, I love myself. I can be single until the day I die, and I will live every single day happy. I won't feel empty because I don't have a woman, and that's what's important. Once you can do that, the rest of it is easy.
okay.
Now, as a guy, it is hard because we're usually the initiators, right? So if you're just sitting around like, oh, she's gonna come to me one day, chances are she's probably not, bro,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
we're the ones that make those initiations. But what I'm saying is, you don't have to be out there hounding, trying to talk to hundreds of girls to try to find that one. Nah, live your life loving yourself. Of course, you're gonna interact with females, but don't force it. And eventually, you're gonna come across that one that you're like, I really click with this chick. Let me see what this is about. But too many guys nowadays, it's not like that at all.
They make it seem
It's
like she's the prize spotlight.
right, exactly. And
But now,
I'm not saying that females aren't great and females aren't a prize in itself. But I'm saying you got to treat yourself like a prize as well, and stop treating yourself like you're a peasant and you don't deserve to be there. And if you do get in there, that you're just you're just lucky to be there, and you were the winner. No, bro, she's the winner too. You need to have that mindset.
So no double texting.
Depends on the situation. Like, what 1 out of 10? What is she?
She a 9.
A
He said
9?
1 out of 10. What
She
is
a
she, bro?
9.
You can double text a 9. You
Swear
could
to
double
God.
text a 9. Yeah. You could double text a
So
9.
if I find a 9 on Twitter right now, I can message her. Wherever my pickup line. I don't use pickup lines. I hate them. But wherever
I
my
think
go
pickup
to,
lines are kind of corny, bro. To
yeah,
be honest.
whatever my go to is, I can message her. Yo, message me again. I said, hey, yo, bitch, you there? You there? Bitch, did you not see my first message?
Oh
Like, can
my
I do something
god.
like that? Is that the move?
Yeah.
Or
Not
can
nines
I
are
bet?
nines are special, bro. Nines are
Alright,
special.
alright.
So like you
Lines are
gotta
really
treat them a little
different, bro.
differently.
You know that girl, bro? You about to get your quad text for the day, bro. I swear to God.
But also, what you like touching base on what you said, Roman. I feel like a lot of people, like you kind of like beat around the bush of what I'm about to say, but didn't actually like directly say it. But a lot of people are like they act like they need to be in a relationship constantly. Like a
Right.
lot of people aren't okay with just sitting there and being simple for 6 months or a year and working on themselves. They feel like they need to be in a relationship, whether it's a guy or girl, for whatever reasons. It could just be just to have sex. It could be because of whatever reason, to feel comfort or to not be lonely. But a lot of people just aren't comfortable with who they are, and because of that, they drown themselves in other people. And I
Right.
feel like that's just like you're never going to find someone that's truly quality by doing that. Yeah, you can find another girl that's like you, and you guys can wallow in your own sadness together and claim how like you're only happy when you two are together for the rest of your lives. But do you really want to live your life like that? Doesn't that sound fucking miserable?
Hundred
Like that shit
percent.
sounds terrible, bro. And a lot of people are like that, where they just feel like they need a guy, like a girl needs a guy, because it's like, oh, I don't want to be alone, or a
Or
guy just
value.
like wants a girl constantly, just to like, just have sex consistently, or for whatever fucking reason, just why not? Like people aren't okay with like just working on themselves and making themselves more valuable for when that special person does come around.
Right.
Bro,
Right. Like me, I haven't been in a relationship like that physical title relationship in probably 5 years, and it's not because I can't. I could go out there and get a girlfriend today if I wanted to. That's not even no ego shit. It's
facts.
just
Yeah,
you can find a girlfriend. It's the fact that, well, I mean, you guys know how I feel about relationships and marriage and stuff like that. I've been pretty vocal
yeah,
about that. But even if I didn't feel like that, like I'm happy being single. I have no problem with it. And it seems like a lot of people today have a problem with it. They feel like they need a relationship to fill that hole, and it's like, no, you can do that yourself. Like there's people who live amazing lives completely single throughout their entire life. Like
yep.
a relationship should just be a bonus. It shouldn't feel like a requirement in life.
I feel like
Yeah,
people.
a lot of people make the mistake where they make the relationship consume their life. Like they wake up to be in the relationship. They wake up to text their girlfriend, or their girlfriend wakes up to text them, or wakes up to, go to work and then hang out with you after. But like you are your own person before. Like that person that's your girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever was never like with you from day one. Like you had yourself and like I guess like your mom or whatever. But like at
Right.
the end of the day when you grow up, like it's just yourself. Like relationships, like this might sound fucked up or whatever, but like relationships can be lost at any point in time. You could be dating a girl or married to a girl for 10 years straight and then one day just be like I don't want to deal with it anymore. And what if you just like what if you spent all those 10 years like as in that was the reason that you woke up. Like that's depressing as fuck cuz now you've quite literally lost your reason to wake up in the morning or lost your reason to like move on and do things because you allowed that person to fill in that role that you should have had like cemented yourself from the beginning. So
Yeah.
like relationships can be lost or gained at any point in time, no matter who it is or what it is. Like it's quite simple that shit happens, bro. Like you can get in one really quickly, right? Like off rip randomly within a week, or it could take you years to get in one. Like it doesn't matter. But you
But
need to make yourself happy, and when you make yourself happy, other people will be that have made themselves happy will be attracted to you, and they'll see like, and they'll fuck with you more because of that, because they'll see that
Right.
you're actually happy for who you are, not because you're in a relationship with fucking whoever.
Right.
right, people seem like they need a counselor. And I feel like relationships. Like I haven't been in a relationship in a while. 5, probably about 5 years too, and I don't give a fuck. And I feel like people seem like it really do feel like people seem like they need a relationship to be happy. Whereas like if a girl comes into my life tomorrow that I feel like I really like where I vibe with her, I want her to be my girlfriend. Nothing about my life is gonna change. I swear. Other than I'm not gonna neglect her. I'm gonna spend more time with her. I'm gonna talk to her. None of my life is gonna change. I'm not gonna stop doing this podcast. I'm not gonna stop going to school. I'm not gonna stop doing that. Like your life's like the girl should be an add on to your life to make the better your life, not be a counselor or I need someone to cry to or I need someone to talk to. If you need someone to cry to or talk to, you need to talk to yourself first. I swear, I think I might be crazy. When I'm off Discord, even when I'm not even on Discord, I be talking to myself. I might think I'm crazy, but I dare be having conversations with myself. Maybe in my head or even like, I'll just say what I'm saying in my head out loud. I'm gonna be like, oh, I gotta do this tomorrow, or I gotta do that, or when I wake up, I'm gonna play Kovacs or some shit like that. I don't know why, but like, cause I'm so used to, I'm so happy with talking to myself and making sure I'm good before anything else. If I'm not good, people usually won't see me. And I'm not even like trying to run away from problems, stuff like that. When I'm not good, I'm like, damn, I need to take care of myself first before I worry about any other shit. It happened multiple times. When I'm not here, I'm not streaming or I'm not on Discord. I'm nowhere to be found for probably that day because I'm gonna focus on myself. I'm gonna focus on shit I need to do before I can focus on others. And I feel like people just rush relationships and then like they get counselors and then you see it's a whole bunch of weird shit. Girls and guys do this. It's not only exclusive to girls. Girls and guys do this. If it comes to sex or guys say, "Oh, I need this girl," or "Without this girl, I'm nothing." Bro, you are something. You just need to find it. Find it. Have goals. Have stuff that you like to do.
I don't understand.
She shouldn't
I
be
don't
your goal.
understand how people like allow themselves to have the mindset where, oh, it's okay because like I'm like this or I'm like this because I'll just like drown I'll drown that shit in other people. Like literally like kind of like what Roman said with the whole fill a hole thing. Like it feels like people use relationships as like voids to fill to like to literally make them happy, bro. Like just make yourself fucking happy.
You can't love somebody else until you love yourself, bro.
Agreed.
That's just what it is.
And like literally me as being what I said before, how like I went through like shit like that basically to make myself happy, how I was unhappy with myself, and then I decided to like take steps and a lot of fucking hard work to make myself happy. Me being someone like that, I hate in relationships where it feels like, and this has been a lot of relationships I've been in, where I hate that it feels like the girl like values me or puts me on some kind of pedestal, which is something we were talking about earlier. Like I hate that personally. If I'm in a relationship with you and you make me feel like I'm like better than you or I'm like more valuable than you in any sort of like kind of way. I personally hate that. I don't like that. That's fucking cringy to me and I'll probably break up with you soon. And a lot of girls have done that to me where they think like, oh, like, oh, he's so hot. Oh, he's so this, he's so that. It's like, it doesn't matter what I am, bro, because like I'm dating you for who you are. And I decided to like make that decision with you. And like I said, a lot of girls have made me feel like that where like, I mean, I don't want to bring up too much shit, like expose people, but like you guys already know because you guys know my relationship stories where I fucking hate that. Like if you try to drown your own sorrows onto me, I'm someone who has my own life. I have my own shit to do. Yes, I'm dating you and you're a part of my life too. And I've like you should be, I guess like you should be privileged to be a part like of my life, as in like. Let's
go. Let's go. No, we like that. We like that.
You should be privileged to be a part of my life, but I should also be privileged to be a part of your life as well. But if you don't make me, if you're making me feel like, oh, like I don't know, bro. If you're just trying to like drown all your shit onto me, and just expect me to like help you and like save you, like.
Yeah, like bro, their life doesn't matter, and your life is the only thing.
Yeah, exactly. You
bring me happiness. Like
yeah, exactly. Like, bro.
Happiness.
I fucking hate that shit. I've broken up with like 3 or 4 girls I can like think of off the top of my head for doing shit like that, where it feels like I'm put on a pedestal. Like, bro, I'm not some fucking god. Like, okay, yeah, I like having Broly as my profile picture. I like anime, bro, but I'm not some fucking god. I'm literally not a god. I'm a normal ass human fucking nigga, bro. Like I'm a normal person. I've just done shit and I put in a lot of hard work to achieve or have what I have so far. But I started off just like everyone else. Whether you have more than me or less than me in certain fields or whatever, that doesn't really matter to me. But I'm a normal fucking person. not some sick fucking external being that was dropped here from a fucking, I don't know, pod on fucking Krypton, bro.
All right, bro. You gotta chill out on the anime, bro.
You know but nigga, I said Krypton, bro. That's Superman. What do you mean?
Wait, he was dropped from a pod?
I think so. Like his dad fucking like threw a pod over there from Krypton all the way to Earth, and now he's like.
The only thing I know is
know
Black
that,
Panther, bro.
Wait,
I don't know shit.
He
You don't know
threw
that
the pod? Like he really,
I don't
he
know.
really
He
just
physically like baseball fucking pitched the pod down to Earth.
he really just put his
Wait.
son in a pod, bro. Threw that
No,
shit
no,
like
that's
Tom
a
Brady.
Superman?
Krypton was exploding, and then he's like, "Oh, you're my last hope, whatever."
Isn't that
And then he
Superman?
put him in a pod. Yeah, Superman.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, this shit also happened for like Dragon Ball Z too, like Goku and Bardock. But like, I mean, it's the same shit. It's the whole like, oh, I'm from another planet. I'm an alien. I'm like strong
Wait,
as
so
fuck
time
for
out.
being like, whatever.
So my question to you, Edge, is in a situation where you're super successful, and let's say you like a girl that probably ain't as successful as you, and she
Yeah.
probably came from the. I mean, I think all three of us have came from I won't say the straight up mud, but we've came from places that aren't the best. And I would say to you is, bro, is if you become a super successful man and stuff like that on some, I always use Drake. Let's say you're on some LeBron level and shit like that. You wouldn't want her like, I want to say hype, like boosting your ego type shit, but you wouldn't want her like just realizing like, oh, I have him. Like this is the guy that so many people want, and like I have him because he likes me for me. You wouldn't like if she said some shit like that, you would feel disgusted.
I think it's weird. I think it's like weird in that sense because like it's kind of a given that like your person, like the person you're with, like let's say I was super successful, like famous, whatever the fucking whatever I'm doing, and like the girl felt like she was, I guess, like privileged, or she felt like whatever, to, going off and like be with me or whatever, and she felt like, oh, like I scored myself or whatever. That's fine. You could think that. I already probably know. Like I already know that you think that because nigga, I'm amazing.
Facts.
But but you know what I mean though. Like I don't like. Yeah, you could think that, and you could like. You could tell me that like once or twice here and there, but don't consistently say like, oh, I'm so happy you're this. I'm so happy you're that because of this, because of that, like all this shit. Like I don't want to hear that because like at the end of the day, like I don't care about like if I'm in a relationship, I'm not thinking about my accomplishments. I'm thinking about like you and I growing together. Like I don't give a shit about like my accomplishments or what I do or what my career is. I care about our relationship and how good it is and how like it adds on to my life. I'm not thinking about my fucking like job when I'm in a relationship. Like that can be an add-on for like me being more attainable and me being more valuable to you or like to society or to like other girls that would want me because of like my status or fame or money or whatever the fuck. But like don't like sit there and consistently tell me that because I remember like you guys both know when I'd fuck around with e-girls. Like obviously when I was playing Paladins,
shout out to my e-girls.
I was like a pretty good DPS player, bro. I'd sit and call with like e-girls. They'd be like, "Oh my god, you're so good. You're so this. You're so that." I don't want to hear that, bro. Like I literally tell them stop. Like stop trying to like gas me and do this shit. I'm just playing the game, bro. I'm playing the game to sit here and spend time with you and to have fun with you and just like get to know you. Don't sit like. I feel like obviously your personal life or your like relationship can know a lot about your career and be involved with it, but I don't want those two things like simultaneously clashing, which is why I think honestly like e-girls to begin with are kind of a bad idea because you're trying to go pro because they're going to want to like spend a lot of time with you when you're on the computer when you should be doing other shit. But I don't know, like that's just me personally though, because I know a lot of people would probably love to get gas for that shit, but I'm just the kind of person where I already know what I've done. Like nothing you're telling me right now is something that I don't already know. Like, give me some new information. Like, I don't care about how rich I am. I already know that. I don't care about this. Like, I already know that. I don't care about that. I already know that.
I feel like every girl's like that though. Not even e-girls. Cause I asked Roman. This is I asked Roman. So let's say we do the 7+ podcast, bro, and we get extremely big. We get super big. Not on some Drake shit, but like we have like maybe a mil subscribers on YouTube and shit. Like if you go on the street, like if you go to the mall, someone's going to. If you go to the mall, 100%, someone's going to recognize you, type shit. So I was asking Roman, and like this is the whole thing. Like you say, you don't want this girl, you want these girls to tell you, oh, you're this, you're that, you're this. But I was asking Roman. I said, hey Roman, if we get super big, bro, are you fucking our fans?
I'm fucking all of them, bro.
And
Every single one.
And I
my
agree with
God.
Roman, but Roman said, yeah, most definitely. So I feel like in those situations where most people are super successful, I feel like that's what, like, I'm not gonna say, basically the cloud chasers are gonna tell you anyways. It's either on you to say, I ain't fucking with this shit because I'm still on the grind, or it'd be like, I'm probably just gonna entertain them. I'm gonna entertain them.
I'm having sex with every single one, bro.
Yeah, no, I
Like,
think it's different if it's just like if you're just gonna have sex with someone for whatever reason. Like obviously you're not gonna take like a fan or whatever and
Oh,
just
I
have sex
like,
with her.
I like
yeah,
how.
that's the difference though. Like I'm not. I mean,
Yeah,
maybe
you're not gonna wife you're not gonna wife a fan probably.
right. Like you're not
There's
about
a
to take one of those
chance.
chicks. No, I was
There's a
about to
chance,
say
but it's a
it
lot
is.
lower than normal.
You could potentially, but like at the end of the day, they know what they're getting into off the rip, bro. Like if a fangirl is fangirling over a celebrity, like you're about to get dick, and that's probably where it ends. Now, is there potential for it to go further than that? Yeah, potentially, but like, nah, bro. If we blew up and like chicks are like, "Oh my god, I love your pot," I am fucking you, and that's it.
That boy Junior in the background.
You
Right,
keep going.
okay. I
up,
low-key,
JR?
Roman. I low-key feel like it's the same kind of thing with like the opposite of a simp. Like that's basically just the girls simping over like also on the podcast. Like where it's
Right.
like, yeah, but I mean, okay, where it's like, yeah, like they're basically putting themselves in that role of being a fangirl or being like basically like a girl version of a simp. Where like with guys is different because guys will just sometimes want to fuck. So it's like, yeah, we can have sex or whatever, but it's the same exact thing where it's like you're already in that role of being a fan. So it's way less likely, like you put yourself in that role. So yes, I might have sex with you, but it's way less likely for us to be a real serious thing because you're in that role, rather than someone coming up to you and being like, "Oh, like what's up?" Like you meeting a girl, be like, "Oh, what's up?" Like, "Oh, I do a podcast." "Oh, really? What's it like? What's it about? What's the name of it?" Like she obviously doesn't know about it, and she's just like learning all this shit for the first time, rather than
Yeah.
someone that's going to your concert or going to your like meetups and whatever, being like, "Oh my god, I love you so much," and she like. Like you go in to hug her and she like surprise kisses you or whatever. And she's like fucking hot. You're like, oh, like
Nah,
hot.
you
You
get.
know what I mean?
Well, like, what's the difference between a fan and a simp?
Well, no,
Because like,
they're the same thing.
because they are. So
No.
like,
I don't even know
I
honestly.
I can explain this real quick. It's the same shit. It's the same shit we just talked about 30 minutes ago. When a girl, I feel like, I feel like girls have a easier time understanding this than guys. I feel like when these guys message these girls don't. Girls can say, "Oh, they're a simp," but basically they're fans. Like, she's not gonna treat, like, if I message a girl, I'm like, "Oh yeah, I watch your stream, stuff like that. You look good." She's like that. She's gonna look at me as a fan. She's not going to look at me as I'm an equal with her or I'm above her or shit like that. She's going to look at me like I'm chasing her. That's why we start saying putting girls on a pedestal. Like, that's a simp. Like, you're just fanning over someone. That's how I look at it.
chicks that are groupies for like music artists, like chicks that are like groupies for rock bands and rappers and stuff like that, you would consider those simps?
I mean, yeah.
Depending
I
on
guess basically.
depending on what their goal is. If their goal is to like,
I mean,
fuck 'em.
groupies fuck, bro. That's what they do. Like groupies
Yeah.
go to the shows because they
Yeah,
want to get fucked
100%.
afterwards.
That's literally just a
Yeah,
simp,
that's it.
except like except like it's just a different term.
Because you look at that person like they're better than you, so you're simping.
Yeah, I mean it's the same exact thing with girls. Like you go into girls' rooms and they'll have like shit of like I don't know, like shit like Justin Bieber fucking poster or like whoever poster. Like that's sort of you're just simping, bro.
They got posters of me.
Like that's the same shit as those weird guys that have like fucking body pillows and shit of like anime girls and shit. It's the same. It's the same thing.
Okay.
It's just
So
yeah,
I
it's just-
changed my outlook. I changed my outlook on simps then, because I feel like some of it is acceptable, but I feel like there's also levels.
yeah. There's
Because
definitely levels to it. Like there's differences.
if I'm like Ariana Grande, for instance, I would really do ungodly things to her, bro. Like you
Oh
could
my
say
god.
that I'm a simp for Ariana Grande, because if I met her face to face, I'm gonna talk crazy to try to
See,
fuck
but
her.
I don't think you're a
But-
simp for her because you're not like reposting all her shit. You're not on Twitter consistently retweeting her stuff. You're not commenting on her stuff. You're not like listening to her music 24/7. You just recognize her as like an extremely attractive like woman who's also a celebrity. You're like yeah, if the opportunity arises, obviously I'd have sex with him. I think there's no problem with that. That's just
But isn't he a fan?
Yeah, I was gonna say, bro. Like I would say I'm a fan of Ariana Grande. Like I
He
would.
just said, but the thing is, he said he
I'm
would
basically an
do anything.
Ariana Grande. I'm basically a
Yeah.
groupie.
His
I'm
words,
basically an Ariana Grande
his
groupie.
wording was, "I would do anything for me to bust down on her. Anything.
Right.
You're a simp. You're a fan.
But
Which ain't nothing wrong with it.
Oh, he's
like
a simp, bro.
right. That's what I'm saying. Like so, basically, I'm a simp for Ariana Grande. But I also feel like there's levels in this sense that like I don't have an Ariana Grande stan account. I'm not defending her on Twitter if something goes wrong. Like I don't give a fuck about her and her well-being.
What time
But like,
okay, then I don't think you're a simp then.
but like, I would definitely say I'm a groupie.
Yeah, I think it's kind of weird because like
I
the
feel like
fan
most
and,
groupies
simp
care
thing just
about-
kind of all molds together, bro.
Well,
I
like,
think-
I mean, I don't know, bro.
I
Like,
think most groupies care about their well-being. You just want
Like-
to fuck.
like if she was in the if she was in the tabloids because like she was fucking doing coke or something like that. Like, I'm not about to defend her honor, bro. But like,
Yeah.
I would really pull up to an Ariana Grande show and like be like, "Oh my god, I love you so much! Like, please take me back to your hotel." Like, I would really do that, bro. So I feel like there's levels to
Wait.
this simp shit.
Now that I think about it, bro, like, now that I think about it, like, all that, bro, because I ain't got, cause so, quick story. Y'all might look bad at me on this, but quick story. So,
You like Lizzo? Nah, go ahead.
Wait, what'd you say, Roman?
Hey,
I thought he was about to say like he's a groupie for
Lizzo
Lizzo.
scares me, bro. If I'm in a room with Lizzo, bro, I'm scared, bro. Anyways, so my situation is like, so my boy, remember the guy that came in? Okay, some background information. There's a friend that I know that I won't name. He was going through problems with a girl, and he was actively sipping for her. He announced this. He was sipping for her, and I told him, I was like, bro, so how do you
Wait,
even like?
was it the one I met?
Yeah. So I told him, you guys all met him. He joined Discord call once. And I told him, I was like, hey, bro, like, how do you even, like, slide into these girls' DMs? I'm actually interested. Because he actively slides into girls' DMs on Twitter. I was like, how do you do it? He's like, oh, I call them beautiful. I'll call them cute. I do all that shit. And, like, they really fuck with it. I was like, you think so? I was like, you think so? I was like, because in my head, I'm like, bro, you're just being a fan. He's like, nah, they really do fuck with us. But then again, this guy, we all know this guy. This guy's going through all the mental block, and honestly, he's probably just insane.
Yeah.
He's a homie.
Definitely-
He's the homie. He's the homie, but he's probably just insane because like he's like a girl do all that. But my thing, I was like,
Wait, do I know this person?
yeah, you don't
he
really know
joined
him, but he
call.
joined call for like the second you heard his story out, and like he's that
Remember,
girl.
we all gave him our own personalized advice. Me, you, RQ, Death, someone
I
else.
really don't remember that, but okay.
We'll explain off screen. And then I was like, I was like, you know, that's just like fanning. Like, that's being a fan. So I was like, alright, let me try this shit on Twitter. I'm not gonna try this shit on Twitter, because bitches just gonna leave you red. So I was like, match with a girl on Twitter and say all that shit. I'm like, sooner or later, that bitch stopped talking. And that's my intro. That bitch was gonna stop talking because she's getting so many matches on Tinder and all this other shit. Like, she's hearing that. That's normal. Oh, you're beautiful.
Yeah,
You're cute.
he's not different.
She's gonna look at you as a fan. That's all I was saying, bro. Like that shit. So it's like saying all that shit as your like intro. I feel like once you're in a relationship with a girl, telling her beautiful, all that shit, like, that's fine as long as you don't over excess it. Like you're on some animal shit. But what I'm getting at is like, is that bad, man? It's just like that to be your opening.
I don't think it's bad, but I just
Hi,
don't
hey.
personally like.
What's up, beautiful?
I
You fucking
You hit him with the
queen.
hey, lol.
I really just don't really fuck with like the online dating shit because of that. Because you're forced to kind of, because like guys almost always will just compliment them and say, "Oh, you're so beautiful," blah 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 blah. Which like it's become so like it was unique at one point, but it's become the common shit to say. Because that's how you
Right.
quote get their attention. You give them a compliment, make them feel good. But at the same time, if you do that, you appear as a groupie or a fan, and you just appear as like a average like dude. Like there's nothing special about you. But if you do something different, where you're just like, hey, what's up? Like, what's good? Hey, do you want to do this or do that? That's at the same time that also might be seen as boring to some girls. So I think honestly, online dating or like Tinder matches, all that shit, I feel like it's personally just kind of a waste of time, bro. Because like, I mean, just like you said, I mean, just like Roman said before, where I firmly believe in the whole just be single until shit happens. You might even meet that girl in a different setting, and then it could be way different. She can see actually how different you are in person. You can like exhibit confidence when talking to her. You can talk to her nice, like an actual person, not on a fucking text. You can do shit. It's just way better than sitting there and like typing something. Hey, lol. What? Wait, what's good? How was your day? Or oh my god, you're so beautiful. Ahaha, like fucking sick. Like insert random ass pickup line
Wait.
here.
So you're saying
Wait, what?
e-dating or online relationships, you don't think, like, I mean, it happens. Like, we're not
Oh
gonna
yeah,
say
it
it
definitely
doesn't work,
happens.
but you say, like, nah.
I
Like,
just
nah.
wouldn't. I just wouldn't do it. Like my advice to another person, if someone genuinely asked me, "Hey, bro, like I'm trying to meet girls, this shit isn't really working. Do you think I should like download a Tinder?" Like, I guess Tinder is different from e-dating because Tinder's a lot more like connected to real life. But like, if they genuinely ask me, "Yo, do you think I should download Discord and like do all this shit?" Like,
Hop in the playroom.
I definitely say no. I definitely recommend like otherwise. But like, I'm
Yeah.
not like obviously there are like very healthy, very good like relationships that come from Tinder or online, but I think the majority of it, like the percent that are very good and successful versus the ones that are not, overwhelmingly in like the negative like side, like overwhelmingly in the red.
Cause
I've
we,
never met a chick on Tinder that like I wanted to be in a relationship with. Like
Exactly.
I feel like every chick I've matched with, it's like, all right, do I want to fuck this chick? And it either goes through or it doesn't. But I'm never like, man, this girl is really cool. Like I really
mean,
Yeah,
want to get
I
to
feel
know
like a
her.
lot of those online, especially Tinder. Tinder is just basically known just for like just to fuck now.
Right. Yeah, because you know what you're there for. Like whether you're a man or a woman, you're on Tinder because you're looking for somebody to fuck. That's really what Tinder is.
nah.
At this point, yeah, definitely. I
Quick
feel like it
story.
just became
Yeah.
that, bro.
Quick story on that. Some bitch had on her Tinder. I was drooling the other night. Bitch matched on her Tinder profile, said, "I'm not here to fuck. If you swipe left, if you're here to fuck." So I messaged her. I said, "Well, I was here to get head." So I swiped right,
Let's go.
and then like that's still, to some, like, that's still sex for. Well, that can still lead to sex and all this shit. And she was like, "Well, if you're not gonna give me head, then I'm not gonna give you head." And I'm like, "Bitch, I thought you wasn't here to have any type of sexual intentions. Now you're telling me, like,
Now this shit's like
now
our
you
lines are
ask,
bending a little bit.
yeah, now you asking for needs. Like, what is wrong with you?" But nah, I only brought that up because I remember I asked you, Roman, a couple, because we were saying it was like the soulmate thing where we were saying we don't think soulmates exist because there's no way there's someone like close to you. There's so many people in the world. There's no way there's someone close to you that you could say, "Oh, this person's my soulmate." Like, you're telling me
Yeah.
out of like the 100 or no, that was too small. The 10,000 people that probably live in your city, or 5,000 people that live in your city, this was your soulmate in the whole entire world. So I remember I posed the question. I was like, so how does how online dating works? Because some people might meet someone from Norway and can be like, "Oh, this could be my soulmate," because literally it wasn't like you literally had a whole option, you had a whole category. So online is much, the amount of people
All
that are
right.
online is much bigger than the amount of people in your fucking city, no matter where
All
you
right.
live.
So this is my take on soulmates. So the idea of a soulmate means that it is the person who is most compatible for you in the world. We're not talking about someone that like you both click really well. A true soulmate means that is the best person in the world for you.
Huh.
Now, there is over 7 billion people in the world. That means that the person that you're talking to, there is a 1 in 7 billion chance that's your soulmate. I'm not telling you that you guys don't gel, you don't click, that you can't get married and live your life happy for the next 40 years. There's tons of people in this world that can give you the same thing. But your soulmate, that being the most compatible person for you, the chance of that being true is so minuscule, bro. Because the fact is, your true soulmate is probably some chick named Lapita that lives in Senegal that you're never gonna meet in your fucking life. But that's okay.
That sounds
You
like
can
an
still
ugly
meet
bitch.
somebody who you can still meet somebody who you're super compatible with. You guys get along great, you click, and things work out for the long term. But that doesn't mean it's your soulmate, bro. And that's why I say the idea of a soulmate is just bullshit. Because the odds just show that you're never gonna meet them. you're never gonna meet the most compatible person for you.
So could you say you could meet someone that's very compatible for you online, and that's perfectly fine? But I feel like that's just cancer. There's so many things go into that shit. Like,
You could definitely meet somebody online. I would never. I don't know. I would never get into dating online, especially like the whole in the gamer community and like e-girls and e-boys. Nah, that shit is some weirdo shit. But like you could find somebody online that like you really fuck with and vibe with.
I think like I guess I mean you and I already kind of or like we all kind of talked about this at one point, but I feel like soulmates could definitely exist, but like it literally could not. It could easily just not be someone that's like relationship shit. Like it could just be like a really good friend that you have, or like I
Right.
don't know, a fucking like I don't know. As weird as this might sound, a fucking like relative of yours, like an aunt or an uncle, that really just like loves you and always has your best interest in mind, and that's always willing to listen, like take care of you, and always wants to know what's going on and like care for your well being. Like it could easily just it doesn't have to be a girlfriend or a boyfriend or whatever. Like, it could literally be anyone, bro. There's a lot of people on the fucking earth.
I can understand that.
Like, it really could
I
just
get
be a
that.
homie that you really fuck with, and that's like you both are on the same grind. You both have really good like whatever like thoughts or ideas or mentalities, and you guys do shit together and you come up together. That could be a
So
soulmate. You don't like. There's no like calculator. There's no like sign or no fucking like mental alarm that tells you, oh, this person's a soulmate. Like you don't even know that shit. I don't even know how that fucking shit like became a thing to say, oh, this person's my soulmate, because like that shit definitely just made up.
I mean, based on that, are you saying that you could potentially be my soulmate?
I mean, there's definitely a possibility, yeah.
Oh, okay. So like if we find out that that's like the facts, like would you put me in your bio? Like my soulmate Roman?
are you
Are you
asking?
talking about like Twitter
Asking?
bio, like adding each other in the
Like, are you
bio?
asking? Like,
I'm
would
just saying, bro. Like, if I'm your soulmate, like, you hold me like pretty close, like the closer than anybody in the world. Like, I feel like I should be
Honestly,
in your bio.
I mean, I feel like that shit's kind of
What's up?
corny in a way, but I
Oh,
mean,
is it
if you
corny?
like, if you really wanted me to put you in your bio, bro, I'd consider it.
so
I'm
like
just saying.
if Roman was a girl, would you
Okay.
would you fuck him?
Okay. Okay.
We're asking a good question here. So if
Like,
I was a
are you?
female, you would put me in your
Or if,
bio.
like, since it's your soulmate, you like wait to like marriage or some shit because you know like that's the one.
Oh wait.
Like, do you
Wait, what
do
did you
you
say,
feel
bro?
like if I was a female, like we could really grow together?
I mean, are you bad?
Like, let's say I was like an 8.5.
I don't know, bro. 8.5s are pretty attractive.
Like he
Oh
was,
my
like he
god.
was like 6'7". Like you fuck tall bitches.
If you was sitting, no.
I would be a crazy looking bitch, bro. I'm humongous.
Oh
Nah,
my god.
Nah, if you like, there's probably a girl that's out there. I mean, there's WNBA players out there. If you 6'5" and up, I look at you as a nigga. I'm
Nah,
sorry.
bro.
I'm
Okay,
sorry. I'm
so
scared.
I always thought that too. But I was scrolling on Twitter back on it was probably my third Twitter account. I think I'm on my 19th one now. And this chick, her bio says she's 6'8", bro. And I swear to God, this chick was at least a 9. I would 100%.
Oh yeah, they
Have
could
She
went
could
at
be
definitely
in
her,
like a hot,
seven.
bro.
really tall
She
girl.
could be in 7+.
She was sexy,
Oh my
bro.
god.
Like super fly. And like I've always had a thing, like I'm not messing with tall chicks. Like the tallest chick that I probably ever dated is probably like 5'6", to be honest.
Okay,
Like I just don't find tall chicks attractive.
I would do a 5'10". I talked to
I would do 5, like yeah, like 5. I literally dated a girl that was 5'10".
I don't know. It's something about like the ego behind it, bro. Like a small chick and me being
Nah,
just like
I
a
feel you.
big dude. Like it's really just like I fucking own you. Like I will really dog your shit, and there's nothing you can do about it.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Wait, that sounded kind
Oh
of
my
rapey. Like I'm
God.
talking like with consent. Like she's my girl. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, of course,
Yeah.
bro, of course.
Yeah, but like you know what I mean, bro. Like it's a real domination thing.
Is there any more topics, bro?
I know. Yeah, I know how we got there. But last topic I'll probably want to talk about is flirting cheating. Edge, you want to lead this?
Is flirting yeah.
Is cheating?
Okay, like if you're like
argument
actually
with
there and you're getting like some kind of emotional like gain out of it, and you like it becomes something else, then I mean 100%. But if you're like,
I said this once. I think it was like to Barry, and he said he's a flirtatious. Like I said, he's just a flirty type of person. Like that's just how he is. Like that's just how he speaks. That's how he communicates. That's how he comes off. So if you're like that, I don't think that's. And maybe your girl knows that it's not a problem.
I
don't think so.
I mean, I think that's something that you guys would definitely have to talk about. Like, that's not something that can just be like assumed of like if you assuming, oh, she'd be cool with it, and then she sees you flirting with someone, and then she's obviously not cool with it. like that's got to be a conversation, like shit like that. But I mean, that's just the way I feel, though. I feel like communication with all that shit, like communication can solve and prevent a lot of problems that people have, especially in relationships.
I think there's definitely a lot of trust that's required in a situation like that. But personally, I feel like it would almost be a turn on for me. Not on no cuck shit, but like
That's eyes start to squint, bro. I was like, wait.
From the mindset of like, let's say I'm at the bar with my girl, bro, right? And like we're not like together, but like we're both at the bar, right? We're doing our own thing. Like I'm talking to some people, she's talking to some people, and I see some dude hitting on her, and like she's not like into it, but like she's entertaining the conversation in a flirtatious way. It almost makes me feel better about myself looking at that and being like, yeah, that's my girl. Like that's mine and you can't have her type shit, bro. Now like
if she's entertaining it, like though, that's kind of that's like the first step towards that potential guy possibly stealing her from you.
I mean, that's just, you gotta be an alpha, bro. Like you gotta feel like that's not possible.
What are you gonna do? Walk up to him and just beat his
bro?
ass?
No, but like, who's she going home with that night? Like, you're her man. That's the dude that she met at the bar. If you're a better man than her, she coming home with her man, bro. Like that's how it is.
But that's not.
If he takes her home, then obviously I fucked up in some aspect.
No. That's
you feel like. Hold on. You feel like if you're at the bar with your chick and she leaves with another dude that you didn't fuck up?
No, I didn't. That's
bro, I hate to break it to you, bro, but you 100% did.
No,
because you did something wrong that she feels is okay to go be with another dude. That she feels like he's better. You should have been better, bro.
No, at the same time, by saying that, aren't you kind of putting her on a pedestal as if you have to like consistently please her, though?
No, you just.
Oh, I think I caught you, little nigga.
No, it's the mindset of knowing that you're a better man than what's available out there.
No.
At the end of the day, bro, if you're with a chick and you find a chick that's better than your chick, are you just gonna stay with your chick because you want to stay loyal, or are you gonna upgrade?
What's better than my chick?
You're gonna upgrade because you're gonna say no, that chick is better. Why am I with
what?
Chick?
In just looks?
In general, just a better person. You're gonna upgrade. So in the same situation, if your chick is looking at another dude and she's like, no, he's better than you, you fucked up.
I mean, first of all, I wouldn't go out with a girl that I think that wouldn't be the best for me possible. That's
not true. That's not true.
Yes, I would.
That's not true.
Come on.
If that's the case, then the first girl you ever dated should be the girl that you're married to for the rest of your life.
No, you can't say that because he doesn't think the same way he does at this moment today than he did when he was like a fucking kid when he had his first girlfriend.
Okay, then the next girl that you date should be the girl that you spend the rest of your life with.
Yeah,
because that's the best available.
But
no,
I didn't agree to that. I didn't agree to that. That's it. No, because first of all, going back to your bar story. First of all, if my girl goes out and goes talk to another guy, even entertaining another guy, she's a hoe.
Whoa, hold on. I did not say that she's going and talking to other guys. I said
a guy comes
dude approaches her and she
Okay.
entertains the conversation.
Have,
That's
okay,
what I said.
okay, same shit. She entertains
No,
the
it's
conversation.
not. No,
okay,
it's
okay,
not.
okay. It's not the same shit. The fact of the matter is she's entertaining the conversation. She's a hoe.
Uh-huh.
Like
In
I'm
what
not,
aspect?
She's
She
entertaining.
knows I'm there.
Okay, and what's gonna happen? Like, if the guy starts walking off with her, does she expect me to punch the dude? Like, I'm not gonna.
If she, first off, if she walks off with the dude, then he's getting fought. And second off, I have to look at myself and say, what am I doing wrong that she feels is acceptable? One, that she feels is acceptable to walk off with another dude, and two, that she feels that he competes with me.
So you're saying your girl? So you're saying your girl should probably look at you like you're the best guy in the world, like
100%. And I want her to look at me like I'm the best.
And success-wise, or in what?
In general,
no, like anything, just guy,
and
like
just everything.
I want her to feel like nobody can compete with me, bro. And that starts with me.
With that, low-key.
That starts with me. I have to feel like these dudes can't compete with me.
I mean, I feel like that on a daily.
If you don't feel that way, bro, then at the end of the day, you fall into the category of the dudes that feel like the girls are the prize to be won. No, you are the prize, bro.
I feel like that. No, come on. I feel like that on the daily. But if my girl, let's say if I got a girl, right, and I personally feel like, I'm not putting her on a pedestal. I feel like she's cool people. I trust her. If I'm going out with a girl to begin with, I trust her. That's one.
Okay.
I don't have to go through her phone. I don't have loyalty problems. I trust her. So we go to a bar, we go to a club, and we're hanging out, and some guy approaches her, and she entertains the conversation, and she even looks like she's about to walk off with you. Shorty's done. Shorty's done.
100%.
But I'm not gonna go back. Okay, but I'm not gonna go back to my bed and be like, damn, Rita fucked up today. No, this bitch fucked up. She just lost a blessing.
She lost a blessing.
She lost a blessing. She didn't fuck up.
That's a fact.
She lost a blessing. What you talking
that's
about?
That's an issue with your going back to your personal growth, bro. You need to look at that situation and say, where did I fuck up? That she felt that situation was okay.
No, but like these girls.
No, listen. No bitch, no chick that I've ever dated, if I put them in that situation, would ever walk off with the dude. I guarantee it would never happen.
Because you're a friend of them. If you wasn't there, they might do it.
Yeah, true. Actually,
nah,
true.
No chance. You know why?
So you said there's 0% chance a girl cheated on you?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying I make sure that any female I'm with is getting the best situation that I can possibly give them. Okay. Now, if a girl was to cheat on me and I found out about it, I would be pissed at her, and obviously she fucked up because, like I said, I'm giving my all. I'm giving you everything that I got. But if she felt that was okay, I have to look at it like, what can I do better?
Yeah.
I'm not on no now. Like there's dudes that'll like get cheated on and they go to the chick. I'm sorry, nah, none of that. But I'm still going to look at the situation and say, okay, why did she feel it was okay for her to go and cheat? Because if I'm performing at my best as a man, that shouldn't be acceptable. So obviously there's something I could do better that if she was put in that situation, she wouldn't cheat.
But okay, so I have a question. So let's say you're saying, let's say you got a girl, right? Let's flip the roles. Okay. Let's flip the role. Only if you're gonna say this is a double standard. Let's say you got a girl. She's bad as shit. She cooks for you. She's loyal. She does all that. She's cool. She's cool people. Like she's the one. And then you go out to the club and you cheat on Shorty. You feel like she needs to look at you and be like, oh, I had to be better for him.
I think a lot of females do that. To be honest,
I mean, that's a lot of females.
I think it's different with like girl versus guys because a lot of the times I feel like girls instantly blame themselves, like, oh, I wasn't good enough, I wasn't attractive enough, I wasn't this, I wasn't that, I didn't gas them hard enough, whatever.
I feel like a lot of females that get cheated on immediately, first off, they obviously are on their men ain't shit stuff, but they also say, where did I go wrong? How did I fuck up?
Not all the time. I mean, not all the time. But that happens. We're gonna use code names. We all know what we're talking about. I'm gonna name this girl Gilbert Arenas. It was one of the edges of old ones. Gilbert Arenas. That means she was crazy as shit. I went to her and I said, "Hey, Edge broke up with you because you didn't like Dragon Ball Z enough," and she really believed that. I didn't like anime. Maybe that's why he left me. No, like, bro, like, I'm not thinking if my girl leaves me for some other guy at the club. I'm not like I'm obviously in every like you said in every relationship you should look back and be like I could have done this better, I could have done that better because if it was the most perfect relationship, I guess the person wouldn't leave.
Right.
But if she goes out and cheats, I'm not gonna look.
Well,
back.
yeah,
I'm
we're
gonna
talking about
I'm gonna do that
we're
in
talking
any
about two
relationship.
different situations, bro. Like someone leaving is very different than someone cheating. If a chick leaves and she's like, I'm leaving because you don't know how to fix cars and I need a guy that can get his fucking hands dirty. Like I'm gonna be like, all right, bitch. Like I'm not about to be like, all right, well let me go learn how to fix cars. No, I'm gonna be like, you're a fucking dub, and I'm gonna look for right. When we're talking about cheating, you have to compare yourself to the situation and say, why did she feel that was okay? What was I doing incorrectly that she felt that she needed to go sleep with another man?
I feel like I 100% agree with you with the whole like out of every single like relationship wanting to learn something, but I think I guess this is something that was highlighted later as in right now that wasn't mentioned, but I feel like if someone cheats on you, then there's not much to like be learned from, because in a situation where if like let's say right now if my girlfriend cheated on me, I would not think like I would not think, oh, what is she what did I do wrong or what could I have done better, because I'm just not that, I'm just not gonna think like that. I'm just gonna think, well, she's dumb, and like you said, guys said, she lost a blessing, and like that's where the thought process ends, and I move on. Like I would never stop to think like, oh, what could I have done better, or like how was I not good enough type shit.
You think there are men out there that are uncheatable?
No,
No,
100%. Every
everyone's
person's cheatable, obviously.
You think every man can be cheated on?
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I disagree.
Disagree, bro.
I disagree. I disagree, bro.
Even if it's someone like anyone, bro, the hottest guy in the world, the most like
It's,
successful person in the world.
way deeper than looks, bro.
No,
Yeah,
100%.
Looks has nothing
I'm just
to do
naming
with it.
things that are seen as valuable to society, like looks or fame or money or status, whatever. A fucking king from like I don't even know, like the 1700s, bro. Whoever, like anyone, like technically speaking, it's definitely it's possible. Like you cannot deny the fact that it's possible for a man to be cheated on. Whether it's likely or not is a completely different argument, but it's 100% possible for every single person on this planet to be cheated on.
Explain
possible.
why you think like that, bro. Because I'm really interested.
I think there's men that are uncheatable, bro.
Okay,
I think there are men. No, I don't feel that way.
Okay.
I think there. Well, I'm also not in a relationship, and it's going to go into what I was about to say. But I feel that there's men out there who are with a woman that those women feel that man treats them perfectly. He does exactly what he's supposed to do as a man. And in those situations, those women have no reason to cheat. Now, can you put a dub skeezer bitch with that dude and she'll cheat? 100%. But I'm saying there are situations where a guy just does what he's supposed to do. And if that's the case, and that female feels fulfilled by that man, she's not going to cheat.
Yeah, I 100% agree with that. I thought you were saying that it's like it's not possible.
No,
for them
I'm not
to be
saying
cheated on.
No, I'm not saying like no matter what girl you put in front of Drake, like no girl will cheat on him. That's not what I'm saying.
Yeah, okay.
I'm saying like if you are fulfilling a chick to the point where she feels you are doing exactly what you're supposed to do as a man, she's not going to cheat on you.
Of course, yeah. That's just like a really good relationship at that point, where it's like there's no reason to fuck it up or jeopardize losing it.
So that goes back into the bar scenario.
Wait, tell me, there's bitches out there that do that though.
Huh?
There's bitches out there that do that have almost everything. Like, for example, let's say Drake get with a girl, bro. That girl should have, unless there's something, again, like we said earlier, Drake is a character that we all know. We don't know the true Drake.
We don't know whoever the person's real name is.
Let's say the true Drake is what we know, and like there's not a lot more other than he being emotional and shit like that. There's not much wrong with him. Like if she cheats on him, like, are we calling her just a skeezer bitch, or like I don't get it. Like, is she just?
if Drake is the perfect man and he's doing exactly what he's supposed to do,
You said there's no way. Yeah. You're just saying.
then yeah, then she's a dub, and like those exist out there, bro.
I mean,
There's
they
bitches that
exist.
there's
They're
bitches that
everywhere.
don't know their there's chicks out there that they don't know themselves, and like they'll have a great guy and not realize it, and they just out here acting stupid. But like you should also be able to recognize that as a guy that like you shouldn't be getting into relationships with chicks like that. I could tell that from a mile away.
You're right.
Hey,
These
yeah,
chicks, these chicks
100%.
that are broken and they've been through a bunch of stuff, like it's cool if you want to, help build somebody back up and stuff like that. But you're also taking the risk that like that's a broken person, bro. And like if they do some fuck shit, you have to be willing to accept that that's a potential.
Yeah, you know what you're getting yourself into from the get-go.
True.
Right.
These are true. Wait.
Oh.
I know that was like the last topic and all, but like you would fight someone that like walks away with your girl?
Would or wouldn't?
No,
Yeah,
Roman.
he's getting popped in his mouth.
Why?
Because why not? I'm pissed.
She did it.
I'm not fighting. I'm not.
That you're 100% okay with if she walks off with him because you just weren't good enough.
Right. Like I'm not.
So
I'm
why
not.
would you fight him though?
I'm not sleeping the dude because I'm mad at him. I'm just gonna punch him because I'm mad, bro. That's just an anger
So you're just
problem.
gonna take out your anger
Yeah,
for you not being good
100%.
enough to sustain your woman on this random guy that just took your girl from you.
Right. Like in the action, like
This
in
thing
the
is
moment,
different.
like I'm punching him in his face, but like afterwards, I'm gonna be like, dang, like that probably wasn't the right idea, and I'm gonna think about the situation. Yeah,
Hey,
Oh
self-growth,
sure.
bro. Self-growth, bro.
Oh
for
God.
sure.
Self-growth.
Holy shit!
Anyways, this was about a good 2 hours, bro. It's time to. We should probably close it
For
up
real?
here. Yeah, I'm telling you.
Oh shit! It's 10.
That's the podcast, bro. I swear to God,
That
bro.
shit flew by.
It flew by real quick, bro. And like,
We really only talked about a few things too. Like it's
Yeah, we
crazy
need to
how
talk
fast
about, like,
time
3
flies.
things maybe.
I think it was like 5, but like we really like every time it took like 20, 30 minutes. I
Yeah.
don't think that's the math right, but you guys get the point.
Yeah.
All right, before we close it out, I mean, is there a point of asking? Is there any questions in the chat? I mean, we got 9
Hey,
viewers.
yeah. That's
We got 9 viewers. Any questions before we dip out? Before we dip out the podcast, episode 2. A lot of self-care talk in this podcast, bro.
Yeah.
A lot of
Also, if
self-care.
you're not following already, make sure you follow because it's free, bro. You lose nothing by following. It don't take nothing out of your pockets, so
That's a
you might
fact.
as well. You know what I mean?
That's a
True.
fact.
We're not even asking for like money or nothing, bro.
Right.
We're
I
just
don't want no
providing knowledge.
donations.
Follow
Just support the boys.
the Twitch. Follow everything down below. The YouTube, the Twitter of the 7
Let
Plus.
me follow our YouTube actually.
Follow me. Follow Roman. We don't have Edgem there. If Edgem is ED3GM _ on Twitter.
EDG3. Yeah. No. It's just EDG3.
You got that? You got the clean name?
I think. Yeah. Who the fuck else is named Edgem, bro? I don't
Shit,
think
I need
anyone.
I need a Dethroner, bro. Anyways, this is a good.
Is your shit with the
podcast.
underscore?
Nah, it's Dethroner _TV.
Damn.
Yeah, that's just ass. Anyways, this was a great podcast. I hope everyone has a great night whenever you guys are watching this or now in the chat. Have a great one, guys. We are out.